dreams we link, let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right, in the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with the neighbors, dance for your friends. And in Florida's the place gardens growing. We've got that grace. You should join us, making life better, better. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with your neighbor, dance for your friends, live for the moments, join the ocean breeze, hearts and sing, sing, sing. Community strong, dreams we link, let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right, in the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom.
Oh,
Oops.
hey, everybody. Doing a little Fri-YAY dancing.
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
I wasn't sure when it was going to end.
I know, me either. I was like, where did I clip this? Where did I edit this? And then it still bothers me that it's like, where's the rest of the rap? Why did it cut it off? That sounds like it would be really good. But hey, everybody. Being
Such
goofy.
a fun song.
No, I love that song. I'm so glad you told
You
me
did a
about
great
that.
job.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
I just gave them some words.
Yeah,
but not a lot. Not a lot.
But yet they captured
Yeah,
you know, like that's the thing that blows me away. It's like, were you in my mind? Did you hear? Were you in my thoughts?
How
did
heard
you
my
figure it out?
energy for like the vision,
Yeah.
the energy.
Yeah. Well, the one I did.
Great age. It's letting us already know he's pretty hammered. At least I've got Storms in here to back you up if we have anything go down. And Diva's got her wrench too. Hedgehog's just running us, she said. But yeah, I totally understand. There's plenty of people that way tonight. I'm sure. It's Fri-YAY night. But yeah, they did. I was pretty happy with it. Hey, Hedgehog Homestead, even though you're not here, we love you, Laura. Hope you get some rest.
Yes. We love and miss you, Laura.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, when I did your birthday one, I wanted because you had sent me a little bit of the clip. I didn't know that, you know, all that you had done in there. And so I was trying to find something that would be similar and it was like everything I was listening to, it was like, oh, that's not, because it just, you know, that song suits you so well. Like it's just, that's you. It's
Thank
you.
We were making up a dance behind the scenes, guys. We just totally we'll have a whole routine probably one day.
We'll have a routine. Yeah.
Diva and it was
our time.
It was fun. I think we have to do that.
Them bloom.
I know that. I love that. So
yes.
What is that called when they do that with their voice? Like that.
Oh, they're doing a run.
A run.
It's just it's just a vocal run. I'm not good at runs. I suck at runs.
Oh, speaking of what she said she's not good at, by the way, you guys need the CD she gave me. What is the name of that CD that is available? Hopefully still.
It's called Harvest Moon, and you can get it from maureenwashington.ca or .com off of her website. You can order your own.
Yes, and she sounds amazing live when she's allowed us to watch her live on her channel to, you know, show. But the arrangement on the CD and listening to it in your car in stereo is just a whole nother level of
stunning. It is stunning, and I'm
it
not saying it because
in there.
of me.
I didn't expect that. I heard the strings and I was like, oh my gosh.
No, the engineer and the arrangers, like the arrangers were Carl Rusing, the one that plays piano for me. He arranged some of them, and then the engineer Joby, Joby did some background vocals on it. But the cool thing with Joby is that he doesn't write out music, he sings it all. So when he did Harvest Moon, when he would write the lines or sing the lines for the violin, he would be going,
Mhm.
dee, or he'd go, dee, 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 and he would just sing it. And when you listen to it, you go, it
Yeah.
sounded like Boys to Men, or not Boys to Men, or whoever those people are that just sing a cappella. It was 7 guys or something like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and it was like my daughter listened to it. And she goes, I just want this version. No, forget having all the 2 trumpet
Oh,
lines, the 3 or 4 string lines. Like
he was
he sang it all, and it was
oh, to
that
have
in
that.
itself. And
Yeah.
that's where you go, yeah, that's why, he's worth the $15,000 that I paid him.
Woo! So he didn't need ear training. He's one of those people that naturally kinda God just gifted him
Yeah,
with that
he's
ability.
so talented.
Hey, a moment in the world word. Welcome in. I almost said world. Yes, we all have those, and then we need the word for those moments in the world. I wanted to greet some more people. Storms, radios, and cats. I tried to. Oh, I did answer you. It went through. Turtley, especially he says, "I'm turd. I mean third." Ha ha ha. Said Turtley. Cool gamer. Thank you for coming in. Aid. Thank you for coming in. The Bud File, thank you for coming in also. And a moment in the word, thank you for being here. And anybody in the bushes too, welcome, welcome. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, that was incredible just listening to it today. And just like I said, it brought me, I could hear the emotion in your voice. And then he
Thank
listening to
you.
the lyrics and what they were saying. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose it. Like, this, I don't know if I can start my day.
I'm gonna pull over just to have a little
But just,
cry.
I'm
Me
gonna have a
and Maureen
moment.
were driving together. Mhm,
Yes, I'm gonna have a moment. But
mhm.
oh, was it Naturally 7 you're thinking of the group?
Yes, thank you, thank
Yay,
you.
Storms. Yes, our radio man. He knows those
Mhm,
songs and those
mhm.
groups. I
Yeah,
was thinking of another one, but now I can't even remember their name because, like I said, the Rolodex, it goes to the back and I got to wait for it to flip
it
over
goes
again and get to the front.
and then it
Yes.
stops.
Yes, it goes. Well, it's circular, and sometimes, the cards fall out underneath and they're on the floor, and then sometimes it will roll back to being able to be
And
read.
now there's missing files.
Yes, and now there's, like, missing things on the floor, and occasionally I'll step on one and go, "Oh, that's where that thought went.
I'm
Okay,
gonna go put that one back in.
let me try and put it back in." Let me try and remember that to tell that person, which I never
Mhm.
do usually.
And then you go, "Who was I gonna tell that to?
Yes,
Dang
yes.
it. I
Like,
gotta
I've
wait for
had
the
this
Rolodex."
note, like Gulf Coast Granny was telling me about, uh, the Menorcans of Florida. I have it in here. Do you think I remember to walk it out there so I can look them up? Nope.
Mm-mm.
It's sat here and I
No.
just saw it again tonight. Because last week she's
Mhm.
like, "Did you look that up?" And I was like, no, I did not. So now it's just for me. But yeah,
But one
that
day,
yes, one day I will. I will look it up
I will
and
do it. I
I
will
will.
do it.
Yes, just like
Mhm.
this room. One day you are all going out of here. All you piles, all you boxes. Oh
One
my
day.
goodness. One day. That's why I'm like, okay, let's talk about fall gardening. I need some hints because I can't even think over here, people. Like
But aren't you kind of more like spring gardening
we are.
then?
Here we have the
Okay.
spring plants, but I mean,
All
like
right.
you guys are already in that rotation. Maybe I should be asking like how you're coming off of that rest of the winter garden going into spring, but then you have all that time, I guess, in between. How many, like, I'm trying to think how many months you guys have off for your winter break compared to we have, it's really just 2 months in summer that it's brutal.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody in the chat, let's all take, at least 2 seconds to just resent Carol right now that she only has
No,
2
but
months
don't
off.
because
No,
this
no,
is
shh,
what,
shh.
okay.
2 seconds.
Go ahead. You can have 2 seconds.
1, 2. Okay.
Okay.
And now we're back.
Okay.
Not
Um,
resenting you.
Thank you. But no, you don't want to resent Floridians because we don't get that winter like Sabbath, and that's why we're all kind of cucamonga.
Yes,
I
that's
I
true.
just
There's
yeah.
good and bad in it all. I
Mhm.
get it.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, just wondering like what tips and tricks that help you guys plan for your garden. Maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be just fall, but we can talk about what you might have going in for fall. But yes,
Mhm,
I am planting mostly spring plants.
mhm.
That's
Well,
Florida.
yeah, and some of those spring plants would be what we would be planting too for the fall,
Hmm.
because it's like right now you can put in your beets and your carrots. I think some
Yeah.
people could even get away with planting some beans right now.
Yes.
So, I'm an avid one for cut and come again. So anything that's not just a one and done. So I don't want to just plant a cauliflower and then it's done. I want to
Right.
plant broccoli because then broccoli will continue to grow.
True. Yeah. Yeah. I want things like that too, of course, because I like tropicals, and the tropicals are like perennials for me, and I don't have to continue to replant. And that was
Yes.
kind of what I was
Yeah.
looking at with our plants, though, are annuals. However, if you get like a indeterminate tomato, it's going and going and going and going
Yes.
here. However, I'm not really supposed to be eating a lot of tomatoes, and I
No,
have
because
bought tomatoes like organic, the sweet ones for Theron, and he's not really getting into them too much either because of the acid reflux at his age.
right.
So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of at
Yeah.
a loss. We don't do eggplant. He doesn't like that. He doesn't do
That's another night.
peppers.
That's a
Yeah, all
nightshade.
the
Those are all
nightshades are right
nightshades.
now. Yeah, right
Mhm.
now it's mostly all nightshades. But I was just
What about
wondering. Go ahead.
carrots?
I am not sure. That was not on the list that I saw for. Let me see. Hold on. Let me double check it. It does say pumpkin and squashes, so I could do those, but they take up a lot of room. Let
They
me see what
can. You
let me
can. You can try to trellis them. Get some pantyhose out. DCBs
Yeah,
likes
I have
fried
them.
eggplant. Mhm.
Hey, yeah, I do have some
Back from the
pantyhose.
80s, we all have those leftover pantyhose.
Yeah, I do have some set aside. I haven't gotten to use them yet because I wanted to do the what do you call that? The little oh, hey, DCBs. Sorry, I was on the other page. Oh, yeah, I used to love fried eggplant, but I'm
Mhm.
trying the
So I want to interrupt your little train of thought because I would like you to talk about your cassava.
oh, from
Okay,
a
so
video.
I
Yeah.
watched your video and it was like, when you are a northerner and you've never seen or you don't even know what cassava is, and I'm watching you and you're taking these branches off and you're like all these cuttings, you're getting all of these little cuttings. These are all
Right.
more plants. And it's
Yes.
like I'm just watching you completely destroy this tree and it's like, did it just grow within the year like that?
Yes. It's a 9 to
Shut
10 month
up.
it's a 9 to 10 month harvest, that you get a tree out of it like that here. I think mine went maybe it might have been a full 10 months because that's why it got so, like, girthy. Uh,
DC is asking the same question as I am. And so I'm just like, I'm going, I'm like, it's like,
yeah.
she is tearing apart that tree. Well, we want to get all these out. So because they're going to be coming to do the collection and I'm like,
Yes.
why is she stripping down that tree? And then we get to the roots and she's just yanking on that root. And then she's pulling out and she's like, look at all that I've got. And it's like, you have destroyed your tree. You're not going to get any more. Well, except for I know that you're getting all these cuttings, but you go, you grew that in a flipping year? I didn't know that a cassava would grow that. Like,
Yeah, and I
there's a
didn't
lot of
know yeah, I didn't know you can also eat the leaves, so I threw out a whole crop, basically. I didn't know that that was also part of it, but all of it has to be boiled out. Hey, sweet thumb. Hey, DCPs. I will answer your question. Just give me a second. Um, like that with yes, and I had elderberries, and I mean, I had an elder start, and it started to take off, and then it died completely. Hey, GT Junior, good to see you. But yeah, I can also drop the link because I know we have gardening friends that might want to come in and chit chat.
yeah, and it's like I'm still in a newbie kind of world of doing it. So
But huh? All right.
well, I know, but it's like,
You might have to drop the link for me because this little help thing is right over where I would wait. Let me try return. Nope,
I
that
got it
doesn't.
here.
Oh, it
So
did it.
there it is.
I had to hit return twice, and then it
There, I
went
did
through.
it.
Okay,
I got
now we've
it
got
there.
it, guys.
Now
If
I
anybody
need to
wants
go.
to
I'm gonna go
come
put
up,
it up on yours.
anybody that's in the oh, it goes directly to mine. It went to mine then. That's what
Oh,
happened.
did it?
Yeah, mine went
Oh
to
yeah.
mine. There's GT. There he is. Welcome to the stage, GT Junior. Hey,
Hello,
hey,
hello.
David. Hey, Mike's. What's up? Appreciate you. So, anyway, the cassava is actually yucca, which they make tapioca from.
Right.
You can do all kinds
Oh,
of things with it, but people make flour with it. People use it. Yeah, it's a tuber root, and they use it like kind of like a potato. But I want to see. I have the bigger cuttings that I haven't prepared yet. But what you do, and I've got a small video coming out about it, is the prep is, of course, getting that outer bark off the tuber. Then you
okay.
peel it. You peel it one more time because there's like a shiny coat. It's really wild. Wait till you hear it. It's like so satisfying. It goes crack, and then you can just peel it the whole outside. But the
Crazy.
inside is like a tuberous root. Then you cut down the center of the tuberous root, and you will find this thing. It's almost like there's a little rope in there. The core has that texture of almost like old rope. It's really strange, like the old ropes that we're used to that were like an off-white when we were kids. I can't think of the name of the rope. But yeah, you pull that out and then you cut it, you boil it before you do anything with it because you have to boil it. It has cyanide in it, and so do the leaves. You have to boil
Oh,
out a
oh.
lot of our plants that are like that. The yams also cyanide have they have to be boiled, and there is the chaya, and same thing. Those leaves have to be boiled, and the cyanide is given off in the steam and in the water, and then you rinse it. So yeah, we
Wow.
have all these. I think of like who was the first person that got like diarrhea from this plant and went back and like went back for more. Like, wait, let me try that again. Like, who were those first people? Hey, LP, welcome in.
Okay. I think I want to grow one of those.
Like, oh, hey, good to see you. Like, serious. Like, who goes back for more after they get like, oh,
Yum, yum. I'm running to
full,
the,
but
when I'm
now I'm
finished
not.
this, I'm running back to the toilet.
Let's try that again tomorrow night. Like, who? Who does that? Hey, gardening warrior. I'm sorry if you came in on the word diarrhea, but it just had me wondering, like, who are these people eating this stuff that now we know, okay, this has bad
Yeah.
stuff in it. You need to boil it out, and then you can use this crop. But so I did boil it out. I didn't re-roast it. I did rinse it. And then I tried it. But in my boiling water, what I did was I put in just some granulated garlic and onion, and it almost had a buttery flavor without any butter on it. It had a little bit of a buttery flavor.
Wow.
I have to
What
say
was
though,
that?
it was the cassava, my latest
Mm.
video of me like massacring a tree. It looks like
It
it looks
was
like
like,
I'm just totally massacring a tree in my backyard,
yes,
and then
she
I'm going,
was.
"Ooh, look at these roots! Aren't they great?"
You just stripped the tree, cut it all down, dug it all up, and it was like,
Yeah, I
uh,
I kind of put I
okay.
should have put pause and read on the little description in the front that I typed in
Mhm.
after I realized I really didn't tell them enough about what cassava is.
Well, we are all grown-ups and we could go and look it up
Yeah.
ourselves in all honesty,
Hey,
so
video game gooner. Welcome in. Yes, I was
uh-huh.
figuring that. I was like, well, if they really want to know, they can Google it. Plus, I was planning
Yeah,
on doing the cooking video and explaining a little bit more
right, right.
of what it is.
So in some ways, like, so if it's something that, I think if it was something that you eat more often, it probably would settle the the, um
Do
running
you
to the
know
loo.
who Video Game Gooner is?
I do not know Video Game Gooner 58. I do not.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we don't know you, so you can't be on my panel. We don't do that. You've got to hang out with us for a while, and then you're welcome on my panel. Hey, Tixie, welcome in. But yeah, so that was the latest video, and then I always wonder that stuff. Who figured out? Yes, right? Approved canning. Who said you can eat elderberry only? Yeah, only one right. Yeah, who figured that out? Like, well, my cousin Daryl and his other cousin Daryl ate that elderberry this way. We don't do it that way anymore. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
And so it's similar like, the Jerusalem artichoke.
Right. Exactly.
Like, as you're eating them, they do create a lot of tummy gas, and a lot of bowel gas, and then
Right.
a lot of my kids, and so they just called them fartichokes, like,
Yes. Yes. That's what Dave
and
did.
so, but I think if you're eating them regularly, I think your body, it probably brings that, the right kind of digestive enzymes into the body to actually digest them. Because I think Homestead Aquarius, he said he knows somebody and she grows them year round, she eats them, and she's not complaining about them being fartichokes.
Yeah. Right.
So
No, video game Gunnar. Hey, I just said you have to hang with us for a while is all. Maybe another time you could come up because I'm not familiar with you or your channel so much. But soon. Soon. Yeah, I'm dying over. That's what that. Yeah, David the Good called it. He tried them and didn't realize that they could cause that when he first grew them and sautéed them in like some garlic butter and ate a bowl. And he said it almost killed him. He almost died because it was so painful. And this is
yeah,
like he's like the gardener that is now carnivore. Like he will add in some of what he grows, but he must have some tummy like issues already or something there
yeah,
already to where
yeah,
he has to
yeah,
be careful. So I felt so bad for him because I'm like, yeah, that would have been me. Yep,
yeah, yeah.
artichokes.
It never affected me. It just my kids, and Jerusalem artichokes make
Oh,
excellent
okay.
low carb chips. Like if you
Yeah,
thinly slice them and put them in air fryer, they're fantastic as chips. But then, you get the gurgles, right? And
yeah,
mhm.
yeah. The bubbly guts, the bubbly guts.
Yeah, grow, and also the sunchokes or Jerusalem artichokes, they're very hard to get rid of
I've heard.
out of your
Yeah, they
yard and
spread.
garden. Like they just, it doesn't matter. It can just be the thought, you pulled out the whole thing and there's a thought left in there. It'll grow like it. So it is, if you're looking for a really good prepping type of food to grow, that one. Oh, thank you, Anne. I didn't mean to stay. Oh, here, let me just,
Yeah,
stay on
small
that
amounts.
one for a long time.
Let's all
So,
learn from that. Yeah, try things in
yeah,
small amounts
small
first.
amounts.
And this
Yeah,
is
but when you go,
interesting. Fermenting them. Cool, Daisy. Do you have a video on
yes,
that? Because I've never seen that done. That's kind of cool that you could do that and
yes,
ferment it out.
and we did 2 years of fermenting because we ended up with so many of them.
Oh,
Marissa's
okay.
the fermenting girl, and so we have a massive crock. So she'd put it in, we had it set aside, and then
Nice.
and it got forgotten about, so it molded. And man, did it
Cool.
smell good. She had garlic and all sorts of oregano
Oh,
and basil, everything in there. And then we
yeah.
did it the next year and we said, let's put it so it's in our sight line. Again, same thing. It ended up going
It's
bad.
fine.
Mhm.
I knew you meant Excalibur dehydrator because I've had my eyes on one, but not my time yet. Yeah, I knew what you meant. So what
Mm.
are you getting ready to plant up there in the frigid north, Mr. GT Jr.?
Nothing. It's
No,
over.
it's already
I already
over?
It's
plant.
over?
Oh, your planting is done. Okay. Okay.
I can't plant anymore. I dropped my radishes, beets about 2 weeks ago, and that's it. There's It's over.
Done.
Next
It's over.
month we'll have snow. Next month we'll be in the 20s.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that fast.
it
Wow.
ain't no game here.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Cool.
Okay. That's a good thing to note.
Yeah,
I
that is
will,
good to know.
yeah. There still is some sunchokes out there, but I keep pulling them up, and maybe I should hang on to them and try to keep some of them just to,
Right.
so hmm.
Hey, welcome back, Entertaining and Warp by DJ. Mine is a front door style. It has the fan in the back. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen those. Done in a second. Oh, of your green beans and beets. Yeah, I had those
Mhm.
asparagus beans that went nuts one year, and I didn't realize how crazy they could go. And I had to like trellis them up onto my plumera tree. I'm just like, wow, okay, this really wants to produce a lot of stuff. So let me figure out something because I don't have a trellis set up yet. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was thinking it was more of a bush type for some reason. I don't know. I just one year put it in and didn't know what it was. And yeah. Those things you do
Mm,
as a new gardener. I ate my own green beans a few days ago. It was, oh, I bet.
it's so wonderful.
Yes, definitely. Oh, wait, I missed that. Water with the on juice
With
or
Kevon juice or vinegar before cooking them.
okay.
Okay. I don't know what Kevon juice is though,
I don't
but
either.
I know
Look it up.
vinegar. I'm going to
Okay.
show this.
Yeah, the bush beans. I know Diva plants them all around. What was that? Did you just
That's your
harvest those
harvest.
already? Wow.
Yeah, that was like we were supposed to get it out a
Okay.
little earlier, but we got it out. I think they picked it on Wednesday. Some of those big those zucchinis are actually 5 pounds.
Yeah,
And
carrot beans are good. Yep.
and then this is
Yeah.
like, look at how big that patty pan is.
Yes, as big as his head.
Yes. It,
Wow.
yeah, they're just massive. And so there was like 15 patty pans and about 12 zucchinis, and they didn't pick everything. And so it's like,
Okay.
dang, damn it.
Got it. It's like, yeah, that makes
Lemon,
more sense. Lemon juice. Yes.
lemon juice.
Okay. We got
Okay, I
that.
know lemon
Okay.
juice. I don't know
Yes.
Kevin juice.
It's
Come
Kevon.
on, juice.
It's
Kevon
Kevon.
juice. You
You
got some
gotta.
Kevon juice?
Come on.
Kevon.
That's right.
He's fancy.
That's good.
See, if I had
Uh,
more time, I would
yes.
build a hoop house for my greenhouse, and I would continue my growing because I have some Swiss chard that came up about 3 weeks ago, and it's starting to, you know, get up there, and I know it can do pretty good here, but
Mhm.
I just don't have time. I have a lot of other stuff that I'm trying to do.
Right.
And Barry had asked me a question about my sweet potatoes. I'm gonna
Yeah.
grow the sweet potatoes inside. I did some research on it, so we do 15-gallon fabric pots. Do what's that thing that adds water to the environment? Not a
Humidifier.
dehumidifier. I'm
Humidifier.
gonna
No,
add
a
a
humidifier.
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 Yes, I'm gonna add a humidifier, and that
Mm-hmm.
should be pretty good for sweet potato. But for the yams, yeah, I received a gift. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, I received
Oh,
Ah, yeah.
yes, she
So
can, David.
yeah,
Yes.
I can cook
Sure.
some good things.
Oh,
Yep.
and so can her daughter.
Or
Hmm.
but my daughter tends to be more the cook.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah,
I don't know if you.
to doing we're because there's so
Yeah.
much zucchini. We she made zucchini kind of, what are they called? Like it's almost like a zucchini fritter. The first time she did them, she did do a fry of them. This time she just did a
Mhm.
big sheet pan and baked them, and then she made these delicious meatballs in the same vein as, kind of a Persian style. And then she's making an amazing tzatziki sauce, and so we had that for dinner tonight. It was so
Yum. I
good.
love
hmm
tzatziki.
So we're looking for, as many zucchini recipes as we can find.
I bet. I bet. That's how it was in
hmm
our house, but we always loved it just fried. When my mom would fry it, spread it,
Oh,
fry it.
oh,
But,
mm,
I can't eat that now. She would use the Italian breadcrumbs. And I meant to tell you, yeah, it's not in your head. It does taste better out of the garden. The only thing that I had that
100%.
didn't taste better was the radishes were just so darn hot. I couldn't like eat them because they hadn't been shipped across the country to cool off. They were so hot.
Mm.
They came out of my garden. Woo, woo.
That's good. Mhm.
Oh, that's sad. Sweet Thumb said not one of his Swiss charts came up. So weird. I saw something today where people were talking about their gardens really getting fried more this year than before. Um, just, you know, I don't know if a lot of people are having that happen or it was just inexperienced gardeners or it's the changing grow zones that people aren't,
It's the stinking
noticing
weather.
the weather. Yeah. Nobody can cook as good as my. Oh boy, hard to keep up with my. Got a man that can cook. Nice. Yeah, me too. Haven't had fried cabbage. I've seen people do like cabbage steaks. Those look kind of good. I wouldn't mind trying. You
Mm-hmm.
did that. GT was doing that, I think, one night when you were on with us. Those look good.
Yeah, I got inspired. Somebody said I forgot. Somebody said something about fried cabbage.
Yeah,
I mean
Mm.
cabbage steaks, and I just was
yeah.
like, wow, I want to try
I
it.
like
So
I
yeah.
like that. Slap your mama. I'd probably be. I make actually even my coleslaw. I'll put slap your mama in it.
I'd
Just
like to. We don't sell that up in Canada, so I've got to
like
somehow
gotta. Yeah, we gotta
get
figure out a way to get it to you.
get it to me. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Yep.
DCBs.
Yeah, we need more water. Well, what happened and what another gardener realized in the chat was they probably watered from the top down on their tomatoes. And if you water
Oh,
early and in the sun, it acts as a magnifying glass and it like ate a hole into his tomato and the tomato basically baked in
wow.
the sun because of it.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me here on west coast of Canada, it's been so flipping cold. Like I have a ton of tomatoes out there, but the plants are well over 6 feet, but they're really, really thin. Usually, I've got some pretty good sized stalks because it's been just so chilly. And so now we're hitting into some heat again. So, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Anne
good.
said
Like,
hers too. Her heat is she's using the netting, I guess the what do you call that stuff? We put it over the plants down here too. The shade
oh,
cloth.
like a shade
Like
cloth,
a
right?
shade
Yeah,
cloth,
Reme
Anne,
cloth.
is that what you mean? Yeah. And it
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you guys
Mm,
that sounds really good.
mm-hmm.
And of course, here we go into food. We're gonna be like making like I had a mango like for dinner. I made him hamburgers, but I was like, I'm not really in the mood for hamburgers. I'm gonna have a mango. Slap your mama season is fire. Yes, it is. I
I
can
would
eat it
like
on
some of
my
that.
eggs. I eat it on my eggs. I eat it. Yeah, it's so good. Nice, DC. I wish it cools off a little bit here at night, but not enough. Like California, when we lived there when I was little, it cooled off. But yeah, it not here. It's oh my
103.
gross.
103.
Yeah,
Oh Lord.
we're at that,
That
but that's our feels like. So is that your weather and then you have a feels like number 2, David, that's higher? This is the
Lord.
first time that we have had 90.
Jeez.
Wow.
I just don't know how people function.
Preserve.
Oh, and preserved tzatziki sauce.
How do you do that?
I don't know if you can because it is a dairy product.
Well,
So, and
they pressure can milk, so maybe there is a way. Like maybe
mhm,
that makes it shelf stable by pressure canning it in some way. Maybe you have to add something else to it. I don't
to it,
know.
yeah. Yeah, and when she makes our tzatziki sauce, she's making it with she makes her own homemade sour cream and yogurt. So
You should, sweet thumb, you should just put a kiss over the slap. You should just for her.
kiss your mama.
Kiss your mama.
Kiss your
Kiss your
mama.
mama.
Hmm.
I was told that plants need
Yes,
some
they
water.
do. I agree. And that does make a difference. Because the plant at night when it's chilly, they're like, "Oh, are we going are we supposed to be going to bed?" We go, "Oh, no. It's really hot. No. Go to bed. Go to, it's
Mhm.
shoot. It's 9:10. I will be
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
Chickens. I got to go
baby
put them to
girls, the
bed.
chickens. Yeah, that
I'll
reminds
be
me. I
right
need
back.
to put more hot sauce.
All
Oh,
right.
real temp is 103. Oh my gosh, David, I'm so sorry.
Mm.
That's what Aid said that too. That's really, really hot. 45 feels like
Woo.
37 Fahrenheit. I would be freezing as a Floridian in that. Like totally freezing. I still would like it though. 37, I don't mind. When it gets into the 20s, that's when I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here in this weather. You need to send me back home. Yeah, it always feels like higher. If you're starting at 103, that is not good with humidity. Hey, Andrew. Good to see you.
So
Andrew's
Andrew.
Northwest Coins. So you have I can't believe it's that short. So once you get it in the ground, you really don't have much time to get those plants going and harvested.
We got 4 months to work with. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. Like I think
Yeah.
your zone is very, very good. Oh, I had a Korean melon for the first time today. Yeah,
Oh, how was
yeah.
that?
That
Good.
was very fragrant. It is not as it doesn't have as much flesh
Flesh.
in it,
Okay.
but yeah, but it's a nice size small melon. I
Uh-huh.
actually saved the seeds. I'm gonna
Oh,
grow
good.
some, send some to Mike's Chaotic Garden. But I really
Oh,
enjoyed it. It was flavorful. It was very aromatic. Maybe that's the word for it.
oh, that's a
But
good word. Was
yeah,
it like closer to like what honeydew, cantaloupe, like
yeah,
flavor wise? Was it a cross
yeah.
between like what would you say? Like flavor wise? Was it
Cantaloupe. It
it
has a
leaned more
flavor
towards
profile like cantaloupe. Um, it has the same kind
yeah,
of consistency and texture as a cantaloupe, in my opinion. It was a nice little, pretty little Korean melon, but they only
yeah.
get about that big.
Oh,
The one I purchased.
that's
Yeah.
perfect individual size. I'll have to ask our Asian market if they can get them. Yeah, DCBs, I know. We go by the heat. We go by that here because we have both. It's so dumb. Like if I have humidity and I have heat, then that's the true temperature I'm dealing with. Why are we just, I don't need to know the other temperature because I know I'm in the feels like. I'm not in just the heat. I'm in the feels like. I walk outside my door. I walk outside my door and humidity and heat hit me. I don't get to leave one behind. Like, no humidity. You got to stay over there. I'm just going to take the heat today. I'm not going to take you with me. It's just crazy.
Mhm.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, I appreciate. I'm the queen of typos. I think that's going to be one of my shirts. 4 months. Dan, better make the best of 4 months, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Like a
if my
guy
plants
on what was that?
if my plants
Yeah.
don't make it, like this time I put some plants out and I don't know, we got a cold snap or whatever. My plants
Yeah.
just didn't make it, so I had to go and buy some starts. And it was
Start again.
you
Yeah.
can't wait around. Not in my zone. In zone four,
No.
nah,
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah. Well, let's just say we have a great zone like from the outside looking in, and some people are really great with it. I'm just not. I either like don't water them enough or water them too much for our heat, and then yeah, I'm with annuals. That is. That's why I can't screw up as much on the tropicals and the native plants. And that's why right now that's where I'm at. When I have more time to spend in the garden, then I will be growing a lot more of the stuff that I can just buy at the grocery store. Oh no, a mouse. Two? Oh my goodness. They're coming in because of all that rain you guys are getting. Santa Claus melon GT. Oh, okay. It's called Santa Claus melon.
No, that's the sweetest melon that I've ever tasted. Is the
Oh,
Santa
that's the
Claus
yeah.
melon.
I remember you saying
That's
that
the
was the
one.
best one you ever had.
Yeah, yeah, still number one.
Oh, I didn't know that, DCBs. Okay. Thank you for telling me that part. I didn't know that not all areas report that heat index. Okay. Yes, dew point and humidity is involved in math to determine what the heat feels like or the cold. Why can't we just say it's 105 and forget them? Yes. This is coming from a weather nerd. Yeah, pretty much. Because what's hitting your body is hitting your body, and that's what we need to know about. Know what my zone is. Never knew zone anything. Tell you all. But you've been alongside gardeners in your family, right? DCBs. Like I wasn't around my daddy when he was gardening. He had fruit trees when I was, able to absorb knowledge from him. So, and he didn't do too much with them at that point. Only deal with what temp is not. Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, it's what the thermometer reads. Yeah, when you're outside and what's hitting your body. Yeah, Storms knows that stuff and also really a lot about radios to where my eyes just roll back in my head because I can't like he just goes so far above my head with all that. It's just like Maureen says, wah, 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 wah. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. Wonder why they're up there. glad to have them up there, though, since y'all close to that Usha place.
We
Like the
got some
dancer.
activity up here too, Carol.
Really? They coming
Yeah.
through and showing off? They doing
I,
show of force, I think they call it. Like when they're just popping up, like, hey, we're outside here, in your waters, just letting you know.
yeah. And
We
there's
get
it's here. And
oh,
um
yikes.
but all day, a couple times a day, you'll see freedom in the air too. You
Yay.
know, you see
Good.
those, and that's what I call it when I see the planes up there. I'm like, oh, there goes
Mhm.
freedom right there. You
Yeah,
know,
freedom flying. Feels like
yeah,
great. Yeah, I know. Science and math were not my strong suits, except for I could make a mean model. Like if my biology class needed a model of a cell, I could do it. If they needed a model or a drawing of something, I could do it. But ask me to remember all those words on that model I just made. It just didn't always happen.
mm,
Oh, what zones? Southwest Washington, right off us. You just put in your zip code into Google DCBs and it'll spit it out. What
yeah.
zone is my zip code or zip code by zone? And then they usually bring it up about 45 minutes north of Portland. I'm not sure. Oh, we can look it up though. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let's see.
David,
45.
that's pretty cool that you are growing the Santa Claus melon, man.
That is.
Yeah,
Where'd you
let
get
me know
those
what it tastes like.
seeds?
Now, y'all should have them down now in Florida, in
Yeah, I
Texas,
think
I
they
would
do
imagine.
have
Yeah,
I think they do have a small melon down here that I see people growing.
yeah,
So,
it's
hold on
beautiful.
still. I messed it up because I'm great at spelling too, DC, right now. All right. Do. It looks like it says it's about 8A, 8B.
Mm,
Depends on you're gonna have to look it up with your zip code because there's pockets even in Florida. It's really
yeah.
weird, like along the coast, we're higher. Because I'm closer to the water, I'm 10B, but if I was more inland, I might be, 10A. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. As a kid, it was just what we did. I didn't pay. Yeah, right. You got to work alongside them and learn that way. Thank you, Anne, for having that confidence in me that I could do that. So the droplets you can't see on your skin amplify. Oh, okay. It's just good to know in chats, really. I mean, because we all talk about our zones. But if you're growing stuff, that's what matters. Actually, you should do a little video like that, DC base. Like, look what I grew, and I didn't even know my zone. This comes from working alongside somebody who knows what they're doing. Because mentorship goes a longer way than just Google. I wish I had a gardening mentor that worked alongside me. That's awesome. I thought you had, oh, okay. I thought you said you just did it, but you didn't pay attention. That's still mentoring. It's still in there. You just don't realize it. It's because it's got a rhythm to it, I think. And I think once you get your rhythm for your area for gardening, it becomes a lot easier. Oh, thank you, Anne. Appreciate that. Yeah, you ask about your state, but then you put in your zip code. Hey, Duval's here. Hey, Duval. Good to see you. What's up? Oh, Sheps. Okay. I actually have a pen tonight. La la la. I'll check them out. Yeah, because ever since, a certain company with BC that everybody likes did that whole thing with the tomato, and I don't know, got like GT and I got up in our feelings about that, and I'm starting to just wonder how much are actually their seeds, or are they just growing the seeds on their property? Yes, sir.
What I found out that I believe that they didn't have the actual one.
Okay.
The one
Okay.
that they were selling to people was
Yeah.
not the actual one. A lot of people have had struggles with that, and when they grew it out, it seems like it wasn't complete. So what they said, it may be true. It just looked kind of funny, and it was still false advertisement,
Hmm.
regardless. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But it also makes you wonder how much control do they really have on those seeds?
No,
Like,
they're going out and they're finding exotic
yeah.
seeds, and they
Yeah,
bring them
they're an
here. And
in-betweener. They're
yeah.
importing and stuff. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought after that situation is what happens. But they gave the visual of it's their seeds because of all they grow without coming out and saying these are not our seeds. Unless you ask, you wouldn't know. Unless you,
Mhm.
like I think a lot of us were stunned in the gardening community, like, wait, all those things they grow, that's not where they're getting their seeds. Like they don't have places off that property where they're growing out these things or farmers that they're, but I guess they're going to other. I'd like to know that, like how do you say it? Yeah, like Young Living used to talk about seed to seal, that they knew where the seed came from all the way to where they sealed it in the bottle. They were, following that seed the whole way. So they knew their farmers or they owned the property and they grew that particular plant that they turned into essential oil. Um, I want to know like what kind of relationship is it with those farmers? I learned now that most of what I planted is the wrong time. That's what I was wondering. I'm so glad we figured that out for you, Anne. I'm so glad. Just see, having these conversations helps us all, like really. And that's how I learned too. Let's see. Rhythm is a dancer. Oh my gosh. Rhythm is a dancer. Now I'm gonna have that in my head tonight. My town area is 8B. Yeah. Now you look up your when you have 8B, what grows well in zone 8B, your state, and then you put in your state for August or what you can drop in the ground for August. And then it sometimes will also tell you what to start from seed that month. You okay? All right, my co-host. Oh,
Just dying a
sheeper.
little bit.
Okay, I had the wrong name.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't
and
die. Stay
in
alive.
zone 8B, that can mean that you have 8 months of growing, so
Oh, I didn't know that.
it
Wow.
can mean. I never say anything is factual. I'm saying that, it tends to have that courage to where you get 8 months of actual grow time. Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna have to look. I never heard. That's pretty cool. And it would
That's
make
kind of
sense.
cool.
It would make sense because I just told Maureen there's only about 2 months where I really can't get out there and grow like the annuals that everybody else is growing, and I'm 10B, 10B, 11B.
Yeah.
Whoa, Lord. Ooh, hot, Carol.
It's very hot. It's
Ooh.
very hot.
All the time.
Okay, David. They were two different tomatoes. That they hybridized or two different, totally different seeds, and they okay. Oh,
Like the ones that, sorry.
go ahead. No, it's okay. Thank you. Welcome in, Shawnee. I'm glad you woke up and could be here with us, but I also don't want you to not get your rest, young lady.
There's two different tomatoes. The ones that they actually were offered, they got from a person that said that they had the ones that were truly purple all the way through, but they weren't, from what I understand.
Oh, okay.
And the GMO tomato is the one that they did not offer, but it seemed like it was false advertisement.
Yeah, because I
But
thought that was the thing, like that they did kind of have it, and it made everybody kind of talk about it.
mm,
Yeah. Oh,
and that's where
breathing.
I learned. Sorry.
Oh, that was for Maureen. I thought he meant me because I was. Go ahead. You're fine.
I was choking.
She was joking. Go ahead. She did. Go ahead.
Hmm.
I found out that I lost it. Oh man, I
I hate
lost
that.
it.
That's why I'm always like, go with it. Just talk over me because I know what that's like. Like
Hmm.
I'm never trying to be rude to somebody when it sounds like I'm interrupting. It's just my brain with my ADHD. If I don't say it, that happens exactly. Poof. Yeah, where'd it go? It's the Rolodex. It goes under and then it might fall out on the floor. Just might not come back around for hours. Right? What are the odds that, yeah. I think though we were meant to know that tomato thing was meant to happen. So a lot of us wouldn't be in the dark about the seed business. 9B for me. So I've wasted loads of growing time. Oh, you're fine. You'll be good. You still got fall gardening. Oh, well, I don't know. Your seasons are different than ours too. So yeah, what is your gardening now, Anne? What season are you guys going into over there? Garden has kind of taken second place this summer. These have been a lot of work. Yeah, I bet. And you said they were growing, and eating all their honey to grow. Hey, Osborne Holistic. Welcome in. I only plant it once a year in spring. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I did that too, Anne, because I was following along with other YouTubers and then realized I'm not even in their zone and everything was dying. So I did the same thing you did. Pull their catalog instead of just saying no. Yeah. What was that about? Was there anything else in there that they weren't fessing up to? Like it was just that
It
one.
was the cover picture.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, the tomato was the cover picture.
Yes.
That's why they pulled it. Okay. They didn't probably
Yeah.
want to get sued for false advertising. Or
No, they
sued
didn't want to
by
get sued by
corporate
the actual makers of, yes. What'd you say?
the corporate, the GMO owners of that.
Yes. Yes.
Did you? Oh, okay. They might ding me for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Did you hear about certain corporations are going after constituents in foods and getting patents on them? And same thing with, like possibly our seeds. They will be doing that with, like, because they own the constituent that is in that plant, they can come after your food in the future.
Y'all gonna be in some trouble.
Yeah, we all are. I know.
Not me.
We all, I don't, yeah, my seeds will just fall in a river somewhere. I won't have nothing. I don't, if that happens, but.
I lost my seeds in a boating accident.
That's right. That's right. Along with the pew-pews, they fell overboard.
Yeah. Everything ain't
all
got
my
nothing.
preps just went.
Got nothing.
Got nothing.
Don't even have chickens. These are kittens. These are cats and dogs in my yard.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense then, LP, why they didn't.
Are you serious, Carol?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's scary.
Take that risk with their company. Okay, hold on, guys. If I'm behind, please forgive me. Oh my God, I just checked.
That's just me. That's just
between me
and
yes, it is. I told my morning chat this morning or my morning friends that come in, that I am coming off of gabapentin. Thank you. And the gabapentin it affects my brain chemicals, so my pain will settle down. Hey, Duncan, welcome in. Duncan was there when I was explaining this. So it's going to affect my brain. So I'm going to be a little bit more airheaded here and there. And I'm going to be a little more emotional until I get through this, getting it out of my system and getting off of it, because of learning more and more about fibro. I don't think I need it on the 11th.
Yeah, we will say a little prayer for them.
Hey, lawn lifters, welcome. Good to
Mm-hmm.
see you. Here, you want to do it? That's fine, because then we're going to end up bouncing.
Mm-hmm.
Into the fall garden here. It's still hot and muggy in PA. I forget what part PA you said last time, like just even the county, because I have family in Bucks and I went to school near Villanova. My cousin was at Villanova at the time, so we had a really fun time because he was in a fraternity. And it was my freshman year of college. Yes, exactly. Monsanto was doing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Copyrighted seeds, copyrighted constituents and foods, all kinds of stuff.
These are chickens who identify as cats.
Yes, are velociraptors. Oh, mini velociraptors.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think yours are great, DC. Did we get his? Huh. Says I hope you.
No, I think that was for me again.
Oh, okay.
That was a
Okay.
conversation.
Sorry.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, when you're talking, I can actually kind of filter through, and
okay.
just miss the hello and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But if there is something that does grab you, then you can. Oh, but since I
Oh,
have
hey,
the floor,
Fior. Yeah.
hang on a
Go ahead.
second.
Creative redundancy. Welcome in.
Look at
Are these the
this.
babies are laying
I
eggs?
I got baby eggs this yesterday.
Oh,
So
Okay, then.
these are little baby eggs. 3 came yesterday. Look at them.
Okay.
So just
Okay.
as a comparison, here is a normal sized egg. So it's not too far off,
Mm-hmm.
but they're beautiful. And what we did have a smaller one and one like this, and Marissa opened it up and there was 2 yolks in it. And it's like
Oh,
usually a double
wild.
yolker will be quite a lot bigger.
Yeah, large. Yeah.
But nope, they're just yeah. And so man, are they very proud? You can hear it in the morning when they lay, and it's like all hell's breaking loose. I need to sing the egg song.
Hey,
Someone
if I
come
was,
and see what I did.
yes,
So
if I,
yes, little baby eggs.
if I
I
had to
actually
do
got
that every
a
morning,
half a dozen.
I'd be singing the song of my people if I had to do that every morning and pass that through me. Like their size compared to those eggs, it's just like, yeah. Especially the first egg. Like poor girls, they're like, What's
these
happening to my body?
These are pretty small. Well, they might have just thought, oh, I think I have a big poop.
Yeah,
and then, no,
pretty much.
it's not a poop.
No, it's a very hard poop. I must not be drinking enough water.
The water. I think I'm constipated. And then they realize,
Yes,
it's
I
those
am.
things.
I am, but there's still, if you know the medication Osmond, it's still got, it takes a long time for it to completely leave the brain back to what it was. Hey. Yeah, I already showed that one when you were doing
Oh,
the
sorry,
egg.
I missed it.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. Harrisburg.
Okay, that's right. You
Harrisburg.
said Harrisburg. I have to look at a map.
Mm-hmm. There's the truth right there.
That's right.
All the time.
It's always about that. Exactly. Save your seeds. Yep. But they're going to fall off a boat if anybody comes to them, right, David? That's
That's right.
They just self-combust. They blew up. I don't know. They must have been those GMO kind because they just combusted on their own. Turned to dust.
I mean, they actually have a plan, probably. If you put enough GMO seeds out, then you can claim royalties on all of those.
Oh yeah.
Because they, especially if they build a like a corn or something similar to that is spread by wind, the pollen, then they can claim rights over that.
It'll pollute all the corn in the area.
And if they keep on, tinkering with things, they'll do the same thing with other plants. And some of y'all gonna be in trouble, but I grow indoors.
Wow.
I'm gonna try.
That's a troll that probably reported you. That's a troll that probably did that to you. Our sweet Anne, who's always shouting everybody out, got a report for hate speech.
Yeah, but it can be something as minor as just reposting something that they deem as
true. They deem Really, yeah, Anne. Oh, they accused you of a word? You can always go back at them and say, if it's not there, then you can always go back and prove yourself. But I don't know how easy it is to contact them on those type of things, or you just, yeah. They've only contacted me that one time and wouldn't even put up the live when I used that clip from SNL. They blocked my live from going up. And then they were like, yeah, you can't copyright claim. You can't post this. Do you want to edit it? It's like, yeah, I don't want to lose all that time that I just put into a live. I eat eggs and grilled chicken. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry, Andrew, that you guys deal with that up there.
10 years, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
I'm starting to wonder about other countries at this point, but it's like, where? Like, everybody's going to be under that because it's all nations. We're united under that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you want to go really, rabbit hole real quick, that thing I was telling the people this morning, I think it was this morning I was saying it, about the Statue of Liberty. I was telling my daughter, maybe that's who I was talking to on the phone, about the Statue of Liberty and all the stuff that surrounds that, but the aerial view of the Statue of Liberty and Solomon's Seal.
The 7 points. Yeah.
Yeah, and how it fits perfectly over it. And then also Lucifer's painting, the also statue, it's the same face. The chain. Yes, you saw it. I was like,
I had to leave.
I couldn't watch any more of the video either. I was like, okay, that's all for me. That's it. Because then they started talking about really bad stuff. And I was like, no, this is enough.
I had to leave.
I was done. Yeah, I'm sure it's some kind of misunderstanding. But Anne, there are those people on here. This is a city. The internet is still like a big city, and you're going to have some people that are just not good people on here, sadly. So hopefully it was just a misunderstanding, but some people like get extra sensitive, or they just like to troll and they will do little things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like, once you meet people that are kind of like-minded and want to be fun and have fun and be kind, you create like your community around those kind of people. And yeah, keep them.
Yeah, I'm already on some. Oh, sorry. He asked you a question.
GT,
I think so. Sorry. DC asked where would I go. I just would go somewhere where I would have a better climate. Being in zone 4A, it's a little bit harder. So I will go into a zone 7A or B. And that's because there's a balance of cool. There's a balance of where I can grow my leafy greens and things like that. Anything above like 9 is too much for me. You're limited because you have to use shade cloth. You can't grow leafy green as well. You would have to resort to growing more things inside, like as far as lettuce. Like, I'm not buying lettuce in no store no more. It's not happening. It's just too many issues that happen over and over again, and that's where my hydroponics come in. So I would never leave America. This is home.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I know. Yeah, that's what I struggle with. Like, it's everywhere, and yeah, this is home.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But there are some countries that have a lot more freedom and liberty. So
yeah, which ones are those? Just so I can make a list. Because it's funny, because I know it's funny because when I looked that up, when I Googled that, Google sent me the ones that were under more control and were like already completely socialized, moving towards what, the next one.
I can't think of them, but I know that Marissa has some ideas of a few, but
yeah, we can talk about that other time, or I'm gonna probably get dinged.
I'll have to ask her.
Oh, you're gonna do seagulls. Are they gonna hang around? You'll have to clip their wings, Andrew. It's gonna raise seagulls so they'll lay him some eggs, because he likes their eggs for soup.
Yeah. What you mean the eggs for soup? Tell me more, Andrew.
Like
please.
An egg drop. Is it kind of like what make the egg drop soup? Yeah, David, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I don't want to be too much doom and gloom, because there's enough out there that just filters right to you. And
True. Yeah.
it's like T and I do, you have to, and so does Maureen. We guard our hearts. Like when we feel that it's just too much,
Too much.
shut it down.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got it. And the thing is that half of what gets, well, I would say probably 98% of what gets posted out there that your eyes come across is probably not the truth. And that is where the huge problem lies. And so it's like you're reading something and it's, ignites this fear or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
probably it's not true. You
Mm.
stop and you think, do you know somebody in that area that's experiencing that, personally, or their eyes are there, their boots on the ground kind of thing?
Right.
It's like half of what we're seeing is not the truth, or not more than half as far as
Look, Shawnee's so good at this. She's like, false secrets. I went back out and I'm going to, bring us back in. Thank you, Shawnee. You're always awesome. You would be like the best teacher's assistant, I bet, in school. You were the kid that was like helping the teacher in the classroom. I'm trying to grow quick growing storage varieties of cabbage, kohlrabi, carrots. I'm narrowing down timing and varieties. Dwarf peas that only get 2 to 3 foot tall, so they have time. Genius.
Kohlrabi is really
Man.
good.
Yeah, kohlrabi
I
is
harvest
good.
some from inside my hydroponics indoors, and I was talking about it, and Mike's Chaotic Garden said, "Man, throw it on the grill." I wrap that mug in aluminum foil, put some butter in there, do the thing on the grill. Oh, so savory,
Right.
so savory.
That
I just
sounds
like the way you say butter. Put a
butter.
little butter in there.
Oh,
Now I want to go and eat some melted butter. Some little bit of butter.
Melted butter. Just, few of my family rated well. So we need that though. The recipe, Andrew, if we didn't have it already, for that seagull egg soup. Yes, to growing lettuce inside. I'll be starting up the indoor. Great. Are you doing like the cracky method, or are you going to be having it aerated? Son and I were talking about that last week. He is in Italy, and what would be a good country? Yeah, like it's. Yeah, what I don't know what it would be like if we could. Okay, yeah, if we could go anywhere, I think Italy is actually like, but I don't know anything about government stuff. I'm just talking about if you could go anywhere and grow and just live. Like say we could be like snowbirds like we have in Florida. Say you could have this second home. Well, just that way. Where would it be?
Yeah.
Where do you think you would want to have a second home to grow a garden and enjoy part of the year?
Yeah, well, I know my son sent me a whole bunch of listings from Italy, and there's lots of land and villas that are really, really inexpensive. And a couple of people, the comments were, yeah, but it's close to the earthquake fault line, and so that's why it would be
and
like
volcanoes. That's right. They just had the volcanoes. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I just thought of that.
Yeah. So but it's like for $200,000, you go, you get 80 acres in this cute little villa, and it's like, what? He says, "Mom, do you want to move to Italy?" Whoa. Yes. No.
I know, right? That is very tempting.
Because you're just like, oh, and it's like,
yeah, they
eat
can
fresh pasta and all the wonderful things that they have in Italy.
I don't know.
Yes, and they have restrictions.
Go ahead. No, do it. Just talk over me.
They have. I'm not going to talk over you. I can't do it. They have certain restrictions on some of the food and additives that they can have in some of the other countries.
Yes.
And I think Italy is one of those.
Yes.
But politics matters to me because I like the freedom of speech.
Yes.
And I don't know how that runs. Even if it's hate speech, I believe in freedom of speech. Sometimes we get wrong information where there were blatant they manipulate the media and all types of stuff, so it creates a problem. But I love freedom of speech, and there's other freedoms that I enjoy.
Exactly.
So
but I'm gonna say that I don't know about Italians.
Yeah.
I don't think that Italians would actually you'd be able to shut up an Italian and tell him that he can't say certain things. You know, in
Yeah.
Italy, they are da, 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 da,
True. They're very
you know,
passionate. Yeah.
Yeah.
very passionate, very, you know, don't tell an old Italian that you know, don't even tell them how to make their pasta, or even if you pronounce their words wrong, they will get mad at you and slap
Yep.
you up the side of the head.
Mhm.
Most or all eggs have little birdie. Oh, he means like what the Filipinos and Filipinos eat. I can't think of it. What's that dish that Bob ate on camera?
Blue?
Barry. Yep, like balut, Philip, where there's a
What's
baby in the egg.
Oh Lord, I
There's a
can't
little
do that
bird.
one, man.
There's a little
I'm
birdie.
sorry.
Yeah. By the way, the news is written.
Oh yeah.
Not the first.
Oh no.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah, they're trying to, yeah. Yeah, if you've ever
Yes.
taken speech at all, yeah, it's persuasive. It's persuasive language that they use. Yeah.
Oh, I will say we had some good news here in British Columbia. Our person of authority that runs, you know, all
Okay.
to do with what can be in. I don't want to use some of the words, but anyway, they finally lifted things, and so now our nurses are now allowed to go back to work.
Oh, how lovely.
We were the only province out of the
That's-
entire country that would not let medical people go back to work.
What?
Isn't that
That
against the
is
law?
Not
crazy.
here because they shut them all down. If you didn't follow the protocol that they had going out in
Oh,
2021,
okay.
you were actually completely let go. No
Horrible.
benefits, no EI, and it didn't matter your seniority. So if you didn't follow the protocol, you were taken out of the employment situation. Well,
Oh.
because we're getting ready for, of course, a government change,
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
decided, hey, we're not the who's in power right now. They're not looking so good. So then they went, well, let's actually let our care workers go back to work that weren't that didn't follow the protocol, and so they just lifted it, and we were the last province. We're talking people were it was lifted last year, and this is the first time that they're allowed to go back. So it's
Wow.
quite an odd thing.
That's very like they manipulate us.
Yes, they do.
They some slick talking
Right.
people.
Yeah.
Like and
Yeah.
this isn't something where it just happens in one place. This has went around and we keep falling for the same trick. It should
Right.
be unlawful for you to not allow me to pursue happiness.
Yes.
That
Yes.
shouldn't,
Yeah.
Yes.
man.
Yes.
That's
And it
Nope.
did
kind of weird.
it did
Yeah.
affect the whole world. It wasn't just, you know,
Mm-mm.
North America. It
That is
was
wonderful
Yeah.
news. That is
Yeah.
everybody.
huge. That's so
Yeah.
crazy, though. Like that
Yeah, 4 days ago. So
all
so it's
that.
like I've got unemployed nurses. I've got nurse friends. They moved to Texas because they could not get work here in Canada. They couldn't be employed
Yeah.
anywhere.
A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. So imagine
Right.
you investing
Yes.
all your time to,
Mhm.
you know, be this nurse, and all of a sudden they tell you can't work because of your belief system or whatever.
Right. Right.
And
Mhm.
for 2 years, you're not getting you're not making
Yeah.
a significant
Nope.
income.
Right.
Nope. And
Ooh,
they had just changed the law too, because it's like when you're let go, you
Wow.
can collect unemployment benefits.
Yeah.
Well, right at that time they said, let's change the law. You can't if you get let go from your job due to these kind of circumstances, you can't collect any of your income. So
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. No wonder why they
mhm.
moved. It does make me wonder, though, them doing that and then having all the movement into the States and everywhere else, things moving in, people
Mhm.
moving,
Mhm.
that it
Mhm.
was a cover for all that. Like that there would be people out of work moving and da 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 da. Like everybody's moving. So nobody's really
Mhm.
keeping track of who's new to the area, who's not new, who's
Mm.
leaving. Like it made us so disconnected from one another, so we wouldn't see all that so much.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
like if we didn't have people, I think, on YT reporting on it, we would not be hearing it from, 11 p.m. watch
Mhm,
us, or 6 p.m. watch us. No, they're
And a
not.
lot of
mhm,
those
mhm.
channels that are reporting it are putting their channel on the line.
Yeah,
And they could
Mhm.
pull me.
it's GT
We
Junior.
say
You
the
got it.
wrong.
You're
Any of
close.
us says the wrong thing. They could shut us down. It's bad because you think,
Yes, it
well,
did. You see,
think about it. I mean, it is a free service. We don't really
yeah,
have to pay for
right.
YouTube per
Playing
se.
games,
No, no.
right,
So
Yeah.
right.
So anyway, that was a really good
A
thing.
relief.
How
Yes.
how it's going to work out, because some people, they go, I feel like if I go back, there's people that are going to treat me like that I've
Yeah,
got the plague.
that's exactly what I was going to say. What Shawnee was saying.
And
Who
then
wants to go
there's
back after
some,
that? How do you trust your
yeah,
body?
and then
Right.
there's some that go, okay, I was like, my friend, she was a head ER nurse. She was at a
Oh,
level where whoever came in, if there was no doctor on, she could write prescriptions. She could, like, she had all of that. And it's
okay.
like, so does she get it? Does she go back to her status? Does she go back to that
Right.
kind of pay? Or is it that you're back
Or
at the beginning again?
or did those people who
no,
would obey get? Pardon me. Well, I put cream on my back. Did they get those jobs now? And they're going to be their underlings.
They
yeah,
could,
where
they
they
could,
go,
What? But
they would go back and not have the same job again.
yeah, that's
Probably
what
not
we're
the same
thinking.
pay either.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Because someone
no,
else has filled that because they
that
got
role.
that. Someone
Uh-huh.
else filled that role for them. So I mean, it's like
Yeah.
start all
Yeah.
over again.
So yeah, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
basically. And so and like they have been in, like, they have been in court with our
Government.
person that is the head of our province. Like, they have been in
Mhm.
court trying to fight this. And so now it's like, oh no, and there was only about 1,800 that that were given, that were
My boss said cream.
that were having difficulties. Only about 1,800. It was like, don't you mean like 45,000 maybe in this province? So, and it's not just
Yes.
it's not just the nurses. It was also the doctors as well. So, but and the interesting thing is that it came out in our National Post, and it was actually a scathing article. I was so surprised that they were actually like, they were going, this was wrong and this was wrong and they shouldn't have been. And it was like, what? I actually had to go check, and it's like, is this a real post or is this someone made
Yeah.
up one? And it was
Yeah.
a real post from the National Post, which is, that's going to reach a lot of people to go.
Right.
But there's people who still go, they shouldn't be allowed. I don't want
Mm.
them touching me.
Wow.
You know how much resentment would probably ensue after,
Yeah.
you went through something traumatic like that? That traumatizes your life. Where
Right.
you sign a mortgage, you have all these other things that you lined up because of the stability that your job provides for you, and now
Mhm.
it's snatched away, and it wasn't rectified. And when as knowledge comes in, you make amends, but it seemed like they, I
No.
don't know,
Okay.
man,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay.
kind of messed
I
up.
understand. Morning to a local farm. She is. Ooh, nice. Enjoy.
Ooh,
I
nice.
actually got. I
Mm.
forgot to show it.
Mm.
I got a little. I got a goji
Okay,
berry.
then.
I got a little
Oh, it's a
baby
goji berry.
goji.
That's
What color is it? The red one or
awesome.
the black one?
I believe it's the red one, and look at it's
Okay,
got.
okay.
Whoa, wait, I don't know if I can get it. It's got a little
Oh, you
flower.
put my eye out, Carol.
And
Got a
then
little
I'm like,
flower. I know. It's got a little flower. Poke, poke. It's got a berry. It looks like on it already. Berry. Look at that.
hmm
I'm not on there.
Yeah, I
Oh, look
see
at
it.
that. Yeah,
I don't.
nice.
That
I
is
think. Oh, actually, it
fantastic.
looks like it's got two, or that's going to be a flower because it's so tiny. See it?
Oh, it's always nice to get a plant that gives you a head start.
Right? I love those.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I love them, and I figured
But
out that's why my pineapple.
but I'm going to
came out
encourage you to
small.
get it into ground. Get it into
Mhm.
It's got
ground
berries on it, though. I don't want the
by
berries to drop
by
it
tomorrow.
off. I don't want the berries to drop off.
Yeah,
Marie.
welcome in Corn Fed Life
Hey,
and
welcome
Justin
in.
Retro Stuff
Welcome,
channel.
welcome. Wait a minute. I wanted to. Yeah, what Shawnee said. I thought, is that us? But yes, there are, and Maureen also is dealing with
Oh,
that. And then
100%.
there's
I can't
Mhm.
even advertise. Like if I'm doing a show and it's and there's a write up written about me like on an online newspaper and I post it onto FB,
Right,
it gets hidden right away. Said sorry, your government does not allow you to post
right.
any news media, and it's like it's me doing a jazz show at my concert venue, and it's like
Mhm.
nope, because if it's in with a certain any of the press names are on it, it is just automatically taken. Doesn't matter what it is, and it's like
Wow.
I'm trying to go and sing at a place and say shooba dooba doo. So
Is
unless
all
you're
you
there
doing?
reading that paper, you're allowed to see it in the paper, but I'm not allowed to repost it.
That's
And
But
that's
that's
still to
ridiculous.
Yeah.
this day
marketing.
right now.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Can't
advertising.
know.
market
They're blocking
can't market a
marketing.
newspaper.
Yep.
Can't market a newspaper. No,
Wow.
because there's too much hate speech and da, 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 da.
Yes, I
So
That's
agree.
speech, though.
Hope you do too. Hope you have a beautiful night, Osborne.
What I don't understand is
Thank you
like
guys.
I get speech and I get some
Mhm,
hate speech and I know why, but still it's
Right.
mhm,
speech.
Oh, I
There's
miss.
always consequences for anything that you say, good or bad, but
mhm,
still
mhm,
don't take
mhm,
away that
mhm,
freedom. I don't like that. And
mhm,
Right.
eventually they are going to tap into this what we have here. It's
mhm,
Right.
only smart of them. Like
Right.
mhm,
this is what I imagine. This
Ooh,
is just me thinking outside of the box. Eventually, they're going to take portions of this what we utilize, and they're going to start putting even more on it because it only makes
yeah.
sense
Right.
yeah,
when you're. It they think in the form of chess, and we still are doing checkers. So we
Right.
have to.
Yeah. Step it up.
Yeah, they
yep,
Yeah.
can get
But it's
real
so hard
gruesome.
because this is a long-term plan that they've
There you
had
go.
for who knows how
mhm,
long.
mhm,
And if these are okay, take it biblical for, Maureen and I
mm,
and all some of the other Christians in the room. These may be ancients that we're dealing with that,
mhm,
because the
DCBs
Bible,
makes a good point right there.
what,
You know,
what,
all these people that say they don't believe in the Bible they sure are following its events to a T.
yeah, right. And that's what I was going to say. Well, not much has changed since God said to the devil, like, where have
yeah,
you been?
yeah,
Oh, roaming to and fro,
Mm-hmm.
through the earth. And
yeah.
yeah,
So
after,
is
go
so
ahead. Anyway,
I
go
am
ahead.
interested in what Shawnee's question is. Is it
Yes,
a
it's
vining
bush.
or is it a
It's a bush,
bush?
from what I understand. It's a bushy plant.
Okay.
Duval has hers too. It is right? Isn't it an ornamental or a bushy plant, Duval? I think they can get as big
Or
as like a
tree.
tree. Cornfed Life, thank you for coming in. I did say hello, but it was real quick.
Mhm, mm.
Yeah, it's a fruiting moment. That's right, CR. You're so good with those puns. Yes, and it put a lot of stress, people losing jobs and losing their homes and everything. Yep, it's not just the people who are out, doing
Mhm.
doing drugs.
All right. Is that a good time to plant it?
Yeah, no, not
That's
yet. That's why I was waiting. Plus I want to see it flower and put maybe a berry on. I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm a
yeah.
little afraid
What
because it's a baby and it's very hot out right now.
Well, what about just potting it up though? Because that it's gonna get very tired of that little tiny
How we all feel inside though when we get a new plant.
That's right.
I'm
Yeah.
just
I want someone to do that to me.
You okay,
But just in,
GT?
maybe in about a,
You okay?
maybe
You okay? Okay.
just
He
in
was
a
doing
like, in a 6-inch pot, just pot it up just so that it'll actually start getting healthier and stronger. So when it is cooler, you can get it out there.
Justin, I have to still I think I visited your channel, but I didn't get around you that much yet. So how about another time? We've had a couple new
Mhm.
channels come in tonight and ask, but we I've known this person here for 4 years. I've known Maureen for over a year now. about, I think it's over a year. Yeah, I've known
No.
GT around YouTube for about 3 or 4 years, just seeing him about. So we've all kind of, we've all kind of known each other for quite a while, and that's it's a circle of trust. So I have to be able to trust you kind of to come on my panel and get to know you. And that comes through getting to know you and you getting to know me.
Just in conversation on the side
Exactly,
side
on the
panel.
side chat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or on news. Yes, exactly. Yes, they're following it right to, yeah, that's kind of scary. I know, DC, to see those things kind of playing out. But then I wonder too if they are purposely doing that to lead people astray, that they are setting up things, but then what they don't know is God knew they were going to do that anyway.
Yep. Yeah.
Well,
There's
Night piece.
nothing new,
Move the night piece.
under the sun.
Yep.
but you
So
can't,
yep.
you can't be
Ecclesiastes.
scared. You can't be scared because God put all that in the Bible. Let us know what's going to happen.
Oh, yours
Mhm.
vines. Okay, now I need to find out more about my plant. Okay, this is gonna sound like very I think GT and I think along the same lines, like, and it's only, I saw a sale on the goji berry and it was the last one and it was Florida Gardener. And I was like, I've kind of wanted that, but I know nothing completely about it, just that it can come into my zone. Don't know if it's a bush, don't know if it's a vine, don't know if it's a tree. It's just
I
gotta be
just
mine.
need it. I gotta have it.
Actually, that
Gotta
could
have
be
it.
that's my new shirt. Don't know if it's bush, don't know if it's vine, don't know if it's a tree. It's just got to be mine.
And it
I'm a
changed your
gardener.
name, didn't it? It said, "Hey,
Oh, that's
take care."
good. You can even make that rhyme. That's
Yes,
awesome.
it rhymed. I spit a bar. Finally. Only when I'm not paying attention does the bar come. Somebody tell me to spit a bar, I'll be like, no.
Well, I was going to say, what the heck does that even mean? I just laughed just to because everybody was laughing.
Oh, it's like a rap, like how
It's
they
like-
can just.
Yeah, Carol's over there
Oh.
freestyling.
Yeah, I'm freestyle.
Okay. Well, see, the freestyling I know, but spit a bar. It was like a bar of chocolate. What is she spitting?
It's when you say something that is thought provoking or gets you thinking. Like they say some real snazzy, and you're like, ooh, that was a bar there. It's something really exquisite that you said.
That's cool.
That is cool. It's even more
Well,
than
now
I
I know a
realized
new
it
term.
was.
Mhm.
Okay, it's a good
A
sized bush.
spit a
now.
bar.
Okay. So then Duval has one that's vining. Duncan has one that's a good sized bush. Huh. So I better see if they had
I
a
don't.
Latin name on mine to figure out which one I might have.
Mm.
But anyway, I just also wanted it because Maureen and I both are familiar with Young Living, and they used to have that drink that was made from the goji berries, also known as wolfberries. Oh, it was so delicious. And I was like, well, maybe I could still have some if I used them, like if I juiced them just a little bit with one of my fruit juices.
Yeah.
Fruit and veggie juices. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I try to live by this one. Live and let live.
Live
Yeah.
and let live.
Yeah. I think a lot of us do in here.
Oh my God, Peter!
That's where I've always wanted to live.
No.
Oh, that there was only one. Yeah. All right. I know. DCB. Yeah. When I was a teen, I always just was like, God, could I at least have children first? Because I just, yeah.
Ooh, 54.
Wow. That's still warming up.
Ooh, wow. We're short.
My surf winds. Those are some big ones.
Wow.
They're saying that's what we're supposed to get is like 46, 50. If it was coming on our side. So I don't know. We're getting the storm is coming around on the west side, but we're going to get, the winds that go over our side. And really, for most Florida people who have been here long, we're like, it's fine. Like, we're fine.
Yeah. And that's like, I agree with you, Anne. And so it's like, yes, I am a person of faith and I believe in God. But if the person beside me or on the panel doesn't believe in God, I'm not going to go, well, you're wrong. Like,
yeah, no.
I respect that person, and
Right.
it's like, and as long as they're not going to say, well, you're wrong. It's like, no, I allow you to have your beliefs and I'll have my beliefs and we can sit together, and I'm not going to shove anything down anybody's throat. It's not my intention. So. Oh.
Thank you. Yes, Duncan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
hey,
raining.
Yeah.
Hey, Gulf Coast Granny.
I feel like we are going to get rain. That's one thing I'm praying we do not get it Sunday, because my daughter bought the most expensive present for me that she's ever bought, and it was the tickets to the Switchfoot concert, and then she upgraded it to VIP. So even if I end up paying for my ticket and she's paid for hers, which is plenty, she's still like on her first job that pays well, but it's still a big chunk of change if it gets rained out. So I'm like, please, God, not.
Oh,
It's
an outdoor
event. Mm-hmm. I was like,
well, you got to go anyway.
Oh yeah, we got soaked last time, and we brought a change of clothes, and we were saturated in Miami.
Bring an umbrella.
Yes, this time we will bring an umbrella.
Rain poncho.
We got our ponchos.
Rubber pants.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And they don't want us doing that, Anne. They want us divided. Hey, Gear, what's up?
Maybe bring a self-inflating raft.
Wow, Gear.
Give her a beat. Boots.
I already forgot my rhyme, so I can't even tell you what it was. Because that's my life. See? That's what happened.
Okay, so now you didn't drop a bar there.
What was that rhyme that I made now?
You're going to have to go. Well, we should look at what the time is. Like, what's the time? So you need to go in at about an hour and let's say 20 minutes, and you might be able to find it. So
now I'm writing.
Look for the time stamp. 1 hour, 20 minutes, somewhere in there.
A bush or
rain is.
What was it? Yeah, I'll have to look. What was it? 20 minutes? You said what? Hour?
An hour and 20 minutes approximately.
Right. Thank you.
I would like to just say that I want to thank Janet Jackson for coining the phrase "give me a beat," and then she goes into Nasty Boys.
Give her a beat. He didn't say beat. He said give her a beat. Like
right.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Give me a beat, and it's like such a good song, and then it's like, all that Nasty Boy. Oh, Gear.
Pause it over there, Gear.
Gear.
Yeah.
Shani, yes, fresh drinking water here in remote Alaska. We don't drink tap water, only when travel to the cities. Wow.
Ooh. So you either melt the snow or you just have fresh water that you go right out to, Andrew? Because I would have thought it was kind of saline like water up there, because you're surrounded by the water like the sea, right? I don't mean to sound dumb, but sometimes I am, and I need your help.
No, you're not. My sister is not dumb.
Oh, yes, that's true. Trimming, yeah, that helps with mulberry.
Yeah, nice. That's to pull me out of the pause.
Yeah, yes. I was just gonna say, nice save there.
Yep.
Nice save.
Yeah, it does work with mulberries though. They're not pretty. In fact, I need to look that up if it works with Jabota Kaba.
If I was to garden the way I really wanted to garden, somebody will eventually have to set it all on fire. Okay, why?
But would that bring in the DEA? Like, what type of? Why would they want to? Like, what?
Chupacabra sounds like the cousin of the chupacabra.
That does.
That's right. Don't leave us in the. Keep going.
More eat stays the happier. The more eat it. Wait, I know you meant something else, Gulf Coast Granny, than that. Yes, prayers for them in the storm's path. That's true. Absolutely. Because I think we were in 50-mile-an-hour winds and they were taking down very big pine trees.
Oh, dude.
Oh, cheers. I hit it at the same time. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah. It's
like
oh, Shawnee and Gear are both going to be in pause jail
mode.
Because even that one where Gear was trying to bring it back, it's like, No, you can still turn that around and still make it.
Right.
You know, we could set you up in Bob's basement. Just keep that in mind, you two.
Yes. Mutual respect. Exactly. That's the one I'm not trying to wish hurricanes on anyone, but the more that storm stays, the happier I'll be. I need to know this word to figure that out.
But the more
the more weak,
East.
maybe east,
The more
east. Thank you. You got it.
She said it right there at the bottom.
I don't want it over here though, Gulf Coast Granny.
Yeah, but
let it just coast under and go over to Mexico and weaken all the way over. Not hit Texas, just go below everything. And
here's the deal with that though. Every time you all get a hurricane down there in Florida, it tracks up here.
Oh yeah, but you don't need the extra rains, but I could use the rain.
Yeah, I think we're okay for rain. We've had quite a bit to make up for not having any. But yeah, all the storms that hit like the Gulf Coast, they hit this track and then go straight up to Kentucky and then go to the Northeast. And they're pretty
I know
rough
the whole
storms.
East Coast seems to get rain now when we were having them.
Yeah, like where was that in the springtime? You know, when we really needed it. Not saying we don't now, but
we'll go back to that, Andrew. GT must be busy. He might be at work. Yeah. They were saying too, that was, go ahead.
If it's 9:08, I think, Andrew, he's in the same time zone as you because it's 10:12 here. And so it's 9:12 for GT. So I think he's in the same time zone as you, darling.
Yeah, DC, I know. I just thought he was actually up in that area because he talks about like near the ocean too, because he talks about the seagull's eggs and getting like things from the ocean. So but I wasn't thinking, yes, there's a wide open spaces that don't have the ocean near it. Exactly. Oh, see,
summertime
rainwater. Okay.
Store in 33 trash can buckets and ice wintertime.
Wow. I knew about the ice. That's what I was wondering. What do you do when it's not ice? Oh, we had a question about time zone from Andrew right here, GT. If Anchorage, Alaska time. 9:08.
It's the same time here. I'm in Alaska with him. Yeah.
There you go. You're in the same time zone. No, that's how I spend part of my life. DCBs, welcome to Carol's world.
and Maureen's world.
I get lost often too. Let's all get lost together.
Well, I mean, we could start a whole new, civilization.
Pretty much.
Self-sustainable.
Lost
the only
people.
thing is we'll have to send people in like threes because one of them's got to get to the task that we're sending them, them for.
We need at least one person who is very organized and very, very A-type personality, likes to write things down and keep their writing with them. Doesn't just write it down and then toss it away.
That will not be me. That's not me.
We'll have Shawnee interview those people. Shawnee. She's very good at the lists and the organization.
Yeah, she's on top of it.
Yeah.
I want her in my court.
Yeah, me too.
Bob would let me out. Oh dear.
Oh my. Yes. No.
We were at Brett Walker concert in Kansas. It was also outdoors and it started pouring rain. Did the final song actually? Yeah, they played Through the Rain, which I was nervous about them getting like electrocuted or something, but they just kept with it.
About that.
Yeah, about that little thing called lightning. And you got an electric guitar.
Yeah, I've done outdoor sound events before, and I just cringe. I cringe.
Yes.
We
go
ahead.
We were doing a festival, and the singer, she was a folk singer called Farron. I'd never heard of her, from the 70s or whatever. And it's pouring rain, and she comes out, and then she goes, nope, and turned around and walked back in. She said, I'm not going out there because it was the stage. Like we did not have full coverage,
Oh, yeah.
it was
Mhm.
it was kind of an A-frame and concrete floor. And
Oh,
she said, no, I can't play out here. I'm sorry. And she
yeah.
even looked, could I pull
I
myself
value
back?
my
But
life.
you're
Yeah.
standing in puddles of water
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
concrete.
Yeah.
And your
Mm-mm.
microphone has 70
Mhm.
volts running through it to power it.
Mhm.
You better hope the
Yeah.
cord is grounded like it's supposed to be, because
And you might be
that hurts.
building an electric
Especially
acoustic
how
or
I,
electric guitar along
yes,
being,
exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, that would not
The
be good.
engineer part of me says, "Oh hell no."
Yeah. I don't know
Mhm.
how much coverage on their side. It didn't look like they had much to us, but they played. They were like, nope, we're playing. But then again, these
Mhm.
are all guys that are surfers from California and get in the water with great whites. So
Right.
they're like, and John, the
Great
lead
whites,
singer,
lightning.
yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
John, the lead singer, will climb venues and like make venues very nervous. He will just climb up some part of the building, and that's usually part of his act. Like he'll be, you know,
Mm.
10 feet, 20 feet in the air, yeah. So it didn't, I don't think it really mattered to them.
Crazy.
Good for you. Awesome, CR. I still want to get mine going. Oh, you're fine. Alouettes Island have different time zones. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Don't know where that is. But yes, I was saying that about the warm water, what you said before, Gulf Coast Granny, about it getting into that I was nervous for the people in the on the Gulf side, because it does tend to feed the storms and they can get bigger, and I don't want to see that happen either. But I don't want it. I don't want a direct hit either, and I don't want anybody else to have a direct hit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, so we've got
Sorry.
Anne. Sorry, we got Anne as well
Oh,
as our
okay.
other list. Because
Our
if our
list
group
maker?
gets really big, having 2 list
Yes.
makers and
Yes.
2 people that can tell me,
Yes. So we
here's
got
what you
Ann and
need to do
Shawnee.
today, Maureen.
Let me write
I
that.
will appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Let me write
We're-
them
we-
down for the list makers, and then I will promptly lose this list that I am making now because I am not a good list maker. Yes, Shawnee for our list makers. Okay.
And
I'm just
what
not
you
even
do
going to make
is,
Mm.
one.
Yeah. I'm just writing it down, like, for
and,
effect.
and
is
Carol,
what
go ahead and take a
this is.
photo of that, email it to me so
Yeah.
I can accidentally delete the email and go, oh,
Yep.
yeah,
Exactly. Or never see it again because you completely forgot that you put it in
yeah,
your phone. Like
yeah.
all my pictures of notes that I'm like, what was that for?
Oh,
Yes. Why did
Why
I
did I?
save that?
What did I
What
say?
was I trying to look up?
Yeah, DC, it's beautiful out there. I've seen some beautiful videos of the Northwest of the United States. Yeah, the taxes aren't so great. Yeah.
Superpowers to be under the ground.
That's right. Totally gives you superpowers. Yeah. You jump up really high, hit the ground, and you might not get up. That's the
Exactly. They might just,
superpower.
put you under it then.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Gardening
Or
secret.
superpowers.
Yes, that's a great gardening secret. Get a fish pond and use that pond water. And that's what or ducks. That's Laura said the duck water really just was the secret sauce for her onions that she grew
Yeah.
this year. Really helped.
Yeah.
My
Yes. Well,
luck.
we need those too, CR. You could be work in the counseling section. So when people have a problem, we need those people to just listen,
Yeah.
or even
Mhm.
if they don't have a problem and they're like me and they need what they're thinking outside of their head, you would be good for that too. Like,
Mhm.
the
And
creative
coming up with
sometimes.
some punny puns.
And the punny pun, yes, the punny pun
The
section.
punny puns. Yeah.
Chinook Island.
Moral support.
Oh, southwest part of okay.
Okay.
Oh, the one is that the one that's closer to the R place? The chain of islands. Oh, I wouldn't want to be in those chain of islands right now. Ooh,
Alucia change, yeah.
ooh, yikes!
Yeah, if I was struck by lightning, my luck would be like, I'd be like the Wonder Twins,
Me too.
in the shape of a soggy burrito.
Yeah.
What
I
is
wouldn't
that?
mind that either, DCBs, because it's probably it'll be cleaner than what we're getting in the stores, the tilapia from our own pond than
Mhm.
what we get in the stores.
I've never
under
had it.
10 gallons, but it serves me. Oh, okay. So you can do a small pond and it still serves your garden. Well, that's an awesome tip.
Mhm.
As soon as when your body is no longer holding your spirit down.
You get superpowers of being able to fly.
Now that would be spitting a bar, right? Because that really
Right
makes you
there.
like, wow, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, Brenda, you
Oh.
were fast.
That was fast. Oh, I think GT froze for a moment. You see, I make lots of lists, but they are all over my desk.
Mm-hmm.
Takes ages to find them. Okay,
Yeah,
you
you're
might
back
be out
now.
of the organization
Okay,
category.
I think we need to take her back. You're back in the group.
You're back in
Shawnee,
with
you know,
us and-
you find your teammate, Shawnee, because yeah.
You can't.
We promoted
you can't
Ann
get
and then we
rid of
demoted her.
Shawnee. Shawnee's permanent. You can't get rid of her.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that they stretched that far down. Yeah, you know, geography, Florida.
Yeah, poor Ann. You know, first she's getting put into jail, and now we promote her, then we demote her. Just not having a good YouTube day.
That's just so true, Ann. That's with me too. It's always the one I need, or I can never figure out how my list for the grocery store is in my hand when I'm in the car, and I get to the door of the grocery store, and I can't find it anywhere. And I look back, and it's not on the ground. It's just like vanished. I don't get that. OG said to toss fish in the rain barrel to help mosquitoes. It blew my simple mind. Yeah. I've never seen that done. Oh, great. I have a brother that's out there. Can't click. There we go.
And
yes,
you don't need a bubbler and all that sort of stuff? Like, what are they getting their oxygen and stuff from?
Yeah. I know. Is it even a real fish? The sad thing is tilapia is like a tastes good fish. Like it's so mild, but then you learn that it's omega-6.
All farmed.
And they eat, and it's all farmed, and they eat crab.
Oh,
and they eat,
well, no.
And they eat each other, and it's just like...
Yeah, it's really
in that case, I don't... I'm not worried about what it tastes like. I won't even touch it.
Okay, so you're just basically having it for the enjoyment and then to have it for the pond water for your garden.
She's got fancy goldfish.
Yeah, I don't think you're eating the fancy goldfish.
Yeah.
It's a fancy.
Like eating koi. Like, I'm going to have koi for our fish of the evening. What?
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, happy birthday. I just had one in July myself. Hey, official Jamie, welcome in. She had me.
Hey, Jamie.
Good to see you. Jamie, did you get to see it? Look at my pretty plant. It's a little goji berry. Isn't it beautiful? She's even got the flowers and the berries. I'm so proud of her. She showed off. So proud of her.
Well, don't all fish eat mosquitoes, do you think?
Oh, I did not miss.
No.
I've seen the pictures of those mosquitoes.
Misquotes.
Wow.
Misquoties.
Oh, no, thank
Clouds
you.
of it.
Yeah, no. You were here. Yeah, last week. I was wondering.
If they as big as a bird, no.
Yeah. I did come over to yours and checked you out. I don't know if I got to comment on the video yet.
Mosquito eating fish. Don't all mosquitoes, wouldn't they all eat fish?
No, there's a specific one that's
mosquitoes eating the fish. I'm thinking the fish are eating the mosquitoes.
Oh, no, they're called mosquito eating fish. There is an actual fish called mosquito eating fish.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time with that. There's some mosquito eating fish. Mosquito eating fish that eats mosquitoes?
It's a fish that eats mosquitoes. Yeah.
So don't all fish eat mosquitoes?
I don't know, but
they not killer whales.
Just named this fish the mosquito eating fish. I am not sure. Remember, I am not good at science. I'm doing my best. But I did remember there is a fish that people keep in their ponds called the mosquito eating fish, and that's what it goes around doing is eats the larvae of the mosquito that they drop in there. Oh, you've never heard of a goji berry? Oh, Let's look up the goji berry. I'll look up the goji berry. You can do the clicking. Goji berry. Maureen, you get the clicking?
Yeah, I just got muted or
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what happened.
Are they
Oh,
edible? Yes, they are edible.
yes. Let's see. Goji berry. The flavor is tart and sour, kind of like a cranberry with an almost herbal note. Dried goji berries should be chewy but still just slightly soft. The higher water content of fresh goji berries dilutes its tartness, less like a cranberry flavor and more like a tomato flavor. And that's actually what it's related to. They are nightshades, so I have to be very, sparing with them.
Mm.
They are hard to find fresh. That's why I wanted it. Yes, I read like that all the time. If you're wondering, I do. That's just I can't find an article.
CR says the stream bites now.
And choose goji berries.
Nying, 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 nying.
Oh no. I just saw in one of the, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this website. It's called Permies.com. And it says, my goji berries taste awful from the forum on Permies. I'm like, oh no, don't curse me.
Oh.
All right, hold on. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I'm trying to find goji berry plant, whatever. It does come up as a vine, though.
I was with you, DCBs. I thought the same thing. So,
yeah.
So it's like a type of minnow.
Yeah, I think it is kind of like a type of minnow.
Yeah. So back to the goji berries. Shawnee says, I have dried goji berries to do what with? I don't know. I heard they're healthy. I've read make tea with them.
Yes.
Well, Shawnee, Shawnee, you're the person that, goes and researches and comes up with amazing things. So I'm not sure why you're asking us to figure it out for you.
That's okay.
You're our girl.
That's right. You are a girl when it comes to
You're our girl.
You always are like blowing Marina and I away with the stuff that you like.
Yeah. Why do you think I have trenches at my other farm? Because Shawnee said, what about if you put trenches in there? Brilliant.
Right. Oh, I just realized thank you. Yeah, I really didn't present it. Yeah, they're also known as wolfberries or Lichen barbarium. Oh, they sound barbaric. Are hardy plants that are drought tolerant, disease resistant, and grow in zones 3 through 10. A brightly colored orange red fruit with slightly sour flavor. They are considered a superfood because they are, and that's the other reason I wanted them. Oh, wait. Because they are believed to boost the immune system and brain activity, protect against heart disease and cancer, and improve life expectancy. Native to Asia and long prized for their health benefits, goji berries are loaded with antioxidants and have high concentrations of vitamin B, C, and amino acids. They are often made into juice, herbal teas, or eaten fresh as a snack and trail mix. Dried goji berries are popular snacks.
Why do they look like mutant raisins?
Because they are. Like raisins. It says they're easy to grow. It says they're easy to grow in your backyard. They will fruit and flower throughout the summer until the first frost. If left unpruned, they can grow as tall as 10 to 13 feet with a spread of 4 feet. Wow. So
okay, Mama's got to go get herself a goji berry.
Yeah, it would do great in your area.
Yeah.
They're really pretty too.
I like the fact that it goes throughout the whole year.
And let's see, their benefits. Growing your own goji berries offers numerous benefits. The goji berry plant is adaptable to various soil types, making it a versatile addition to any garden. As the fruit begins to develop, the goji plant transforms into a vibrant fruit bush that is both ornamental and productive, with easy harvest techniques and a relatively short time to reach full production. Cultivating goji berries can be a rewarding and fruitful endeavor. It seems like CR wrote that last sentence. It's fruitful. How long does it? You will be first year. You will get limited fruit in the first year, but the second year, you'll get a full crop. Wow, I didn't know that about it. Yay, full crop on the second year. Well, according to how large the plant is, though, by the second year, but still, it started.
Oh, the
There's
fastest way to
varieties
start it
that
is
actually grow up here.
so
Mhm.
the fastest way to start it is with a potted plant.
Yes.
So if I got one, I'd plant it.
Yeah. But I don't, I
Personally.
mean, we're in the heat
Oop.
of summer. You're,
Yeah.
you know, and it
Mm.
ends in zone 10. So I am a little nervous to just plant it out yet. But yeah,
Okay.
I want to make sure I don't forget, like sometimes GT and I do. And that's why I know you're telling me to get it in the ground because you know I do that.
Okay. Duncan says goji berry tastes a lot like tomatoes. Really?
Oh, interesting. I wonder, I'm going to look at that Hermes thing because I wonder what's going on there. Yeah.
Alaska mosquito burgers. Ew. Trout eat mosquito larvae. Yes, I like trout. I think trout is very tasty too.
Thank you. Just dealing with something. real
Oh, you
quick.
got a pond, Barry?
I didn't know that. Oh, darn it. I can't even write in the private
You
chat.
didn't
I
know
don't know
that?
why.
Really?
No,
I
I
thought I
didn't
was
know that you
showing
had
it
a.
to you.
I am so mad at this thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Let me see if I can. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with my StreamYard, the way they set it up. Because I
I'm trying
sent them something, they now put the help thing over my posting ability.
Oh, that's
Because
helpful.
I know I asked for help, and then they're like, "You don't need help. This is where you need your help. We'll put it right."
We're
over
gonna
where
block you.
post."
We're gonna block so you can't click on the things you want to click on.
Wow, it took away the comments for a section, a moment too. Like all the comments disappeared for a moment.
The drone
Okay.
male bees and
Where
new
are we?
queens both slower and are easy targets. Wow, I didn't know that dragonflies ate the. Okay, so Shawnee says they are the size of raisins. Oh, so and Nan says I've seen them here. And
Sky
DC says
raisin?
beekeepers do not like dragonflies. They
Really?
make queens much more difficult.
Wow, did you see that whole thing, DCBs, with all the dragonflies that infested Cape Cod? I think it was. They were like all over the beach, like a swarm. It looked like locusts at first. It was just the whole beach, but nobody was worried because they were dragonflies and they were thinking, oh, they're eating the mosquitoes. It was the most
Right.
New York reaction to a swarm I've ever seen. Like, oh, no big deal. It's all right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they
So-
just Florida people would be running off the beach like, what is this? What?
So Brenda's goji berries 3 foot by
Okay.
5 foot, but it's in
How-
a large pot. So I
how
would
old
do.
is
I
it?
would.
Yeah, pot it.
I
I
would-
can pot it up. I'll pot it.
I would pot it because then you can take it with you,
Yeah.
just in case if we
I
go.
have enough shade though in my yard, Shawnee. It's figuring out what needs to be shaded here is, the deal with me. But yeah, that I probably would put in shade. I love the way GT's like drinking his tea and then looking down at us a little bit like he's got something to say, like he's got some good tea. Like,
Some good tea. Does it have butter in it? I just want to know if you got some butter in that
butter
in
tea.
that tea. See, Barry, Shawnee doesn't remember seeing your pond, and so I trust Shawnee
me
more than I
either.
trust you.
I know. Is
Oh,
this like
I love
are
you
we
too, dear.
crossing timelines or something? Is this like a Mandela effect we're having right now, Barry?
Exactly.
That we're on
There was a
timeline
rip in
than
the
us?
matrix, and we missed
Yeah.
it.
As you speak, I'm looking for a photo that shows.
You
these.
bring it. You bring it, and
I
yeah,
will. I will.
because if
I'll
Shawnee
bring
didn't
it.
see it,
I'll bring it.
bring it.
Yeah, you need the dragonflies there though with all those mosquitoes they can have in certain areas of Alaska. I saw walls of mosquitoes one time watching some of those Alaskan shows. It
Oh,
was thick.
oh.
And they big
wonder-
too. Oh man.
Why are they so prevalent?
They have a lot of
Because
water.
it doesn't get really hot. Like
Yeah.
I'm on an island and we don't have a ton of mosquitoes here.
They, I guess, freeze. Did the larvae freeze and then come back to life in the water there or something? They must. They must go dormant and then like hatch out all. That might be it. They hatch out all at once because they only have a certain warm time. So then maybe that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like when I go up north for spring and the pollen just hits you at springtime. We have it spread out because it's just warm here. I've gotten actually sick going to Pennsylvania in spring from all that pollen bombardment in one section of the year.
Mm-hmm. Not gradually going into it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
know what plants you got growing around that pond. You probably have, that's probably where your elderberry is. You probably got more there. Berry, if you're there.
There probably is more than that, just that one, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking a chance going in that tall stuff over there.
Mm.
Just because of
Right.
our friendly snakes we have around here. I'm not afraid of
Okay.
snakes. I'm afraid of what they'll do to me.
Mm.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, it did look swampy where they were, so that makes sense.
Okay.
You know, DC, they don't show a lot of those sections on TV, so I'm only familiar with Alaska, what I see on TV. I watched
Yeah,
Alaskans, you know.
I've got
That
lots
was
of dragonflies here at my house and lots of dragonflies at my garden away from home. Here it comes. Here it
You want to
comes.
pop it up? You want to pop it up?
I will add it to the stage
There we go.
and I will make it. Oh yeah, whoops, sorry. I want to make it big.
Okay, where are we looking? Is it where the mist
See
is?
that right there?
No,
No,
I
he's-
can't.
he's-
It's in a shadow.
I can see it. Okay. I stand corrected, Shawnee. Carol, we have now seen the pond at Barry's property.
I need to brighten
Okay.
up my thing here. I think
Well, it's not visible,
My
super
display.
visible, but I can see it.
No, but, in the fall,
I'm
it's
bright.
really easy to spot. But,
Yeah.
and of course, I'm cheating. It's drone footage.
I think I kind of see it. I think
Yeah,
so.
it's just
Yeah.
it's
No, I
green
think-
right now. There's a
I
lot
think
of
so.
algae,
Yeah.
and all.
Algae. Mhm.
And then back over
Oh, that's
here is
so
where
cool.
the elderberry is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that makes sense. It is down towards the pond, and I wonder if there's some more right there going towards the pond where those white flowers are.
So is that first white building that's close to the pond, is that your home?
No, it's my
Okay.
neighbor's.
Okay.
His line is right here where all the vegetation stops.
Oh, okay.
So, right where it looks like it's that power pole is not actually on the property line. It's like 4 or 5 feet away from where his
Right.
land.
Okay. Yeah.
He bought all this off the landlord, and
Okay.
Oh, okay.
he'll sell to the family, but he won't sell to me. I've been trying to get this lot for years, but
Sorry, Barry.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Thought he
Yeah.
didn't have much family to sell to anymore. But anyway,
When you screw your own family over, that's what happens.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the tea that GT was like waiting for when he was like, "Give me some tea." Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah, you can
remove
take
it.
it.
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Alaska, the state's permafrost prevents water from draining, which means the Arctic is full of small pools. Oh, okay. And they do freeze and hatch. Oh, right. Yep.
See?
Well, at least had
Shawnee's our
that.
girl.
Yep.
Shawnee's our girl.
We have no mosquitoes, no cockroaches.
Shawnee
no
set up
ticks.
close drone footage. I can do that.
That's wild. Really?
What pets do y'all have then? What in the world?
Yeah.
Where's she at?
She's in Turkey. Is it because it's like
Oh.
mostly desert? They don't have the swampy stuff that they like for the mosquitoes at least. Cockroaches kind of like things wet too. I don't know about the ticks though. The ticks are surprising. It's to live in Anchorage. Oh, okay. Oh, so then yeah, you know about Alaska. Now we need drone. Yep, we need drone footage of the pond.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I think it was
Thank
my
you.
contrast on my computer that made it harder for me to see.
Mm.
Yeah, we don't-
Well,
Now we don't have to
There it
ponder
is.
anymore.
I'm coming close. Drone footage.
That's right.
Very
There's
good.
our
there it is.
punny pun.
That's
Punny
right.
pun. Yeah.
It's because in this spot here comes. Oh, they spray you guys
Oh,
once a month. That's a
that's
lot.
awful.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Awful.
Mhm.
I think there was a movie like that, but it was in Asia where it just shows them spraying everywhere. I
Yeah.
didn't watch the whole movie. I just saw that one scene. Let's see. Everybody saw it and I was struggling. Whatever.
I might have a better one, Carol. I don't know.
Okay. Don't worry about it. On the hillside leading.
But if the weather holds out for me tomorrow, I'll go out and shoot some. But today was a struggle. My little drone was going.
Oh.
I'm like, oh God, don't fall out of the sky, please.
Okay.
Mm.
That is not how I pictured turkey. I need to like see more of turkey. Like I'll have to go on and
Well,
look and
that
investigate
that
online.
that makes complete sense because you think GT and I live very close to one another.
That's right. It all falls into my geography knowledge or lack thereof. I
Uh,
barely know Florida. Okay, come on, cut me a break.
So
No, I'm just glad I survived high school down here. That's
so
oh.
Anne, what are the Turkish women like?
yeah, he's ready to move there. No mosquitoes. I'm coming your way. And no ticks, because Barry's got like, don't you have like the deer tick season up there and the little tiny ticks too up in Kentucky and Tennessee?
Yeah. We, it's weird. They're not nearly as bad as what they were the first part of this of spring, and then
Good.
we got all this heat, and it's like, we can't. I guess they can't handle it.
Oh, the burn campfire helps you to get rid of mosquitoes. They don't like that smell.
Well,
Or did they just burn Andrew's comment? Or did you just burn them up in the fire? You just stand next to the fire and they just it's
no,
kind of
no.
like
Actually, campfire smoke actually keeps some away from you, or usually.
it's mostly
You have to get it on you.
I know it's
You know how
really
you sit.
mountainous, but I'm sorry.
You know how you sit in front of a campfire and you go, "Oh, it smokes in my eyes." You get up and walk to the other side, and it follows you. There you go.
Oh, DC's our history buff. Okay. You get to join the history committee. We have some,
Mm.
we do have some people that really enjoy history. Yeah.
Mhm.
Is Turkey kind of like California? Like, is it more Mediterranean and like that kind of climate?
I would think it was that would be my
I
first
think
thought is that
so,
it would be
right?
more Mediterranean.
Yeah, I think so. But I just thought it was very dry there. So of course, I connected it with
I
desert.
I would be with you on that too if you said it was dry. I'd go, "Oh, yeah." But if you go, "What is it, Mediterranean?" I go, "Yeah, that's what I
Oh.
think it would be." I have no idea either.
Yes, he did ask how the women are in Turkey. Yes, he did ask that question. Yep. But she's letting you know there is a a fly that bites in Turkey. Just so you know, they do have this black fly there. You
Oh.
don't get off scot-free.
I suppose she can come here. I don't know.
Oh, I think I did watch that. I'm such a ding dong. Oh my goodness. Yes, I think I watched. Gosh, I saw that video. What is wrong with me? I just watch too many things on YouTube, I think.
We
But
have selected
Rolodex.
poor memory.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
There's only so many megabytes up there. And so
yes.
like,
Right?
some
More
things
like
have to be important. Like, okay, you have people that you need to take care of. That's an important thing. You
yes,
can't,
yes.
you know,
Keep the people alive in my family. That's like a lot. It
exactly.
takes up a lot of space. Don't poison them with dinner. That takes up a little space too. A few years ago, my
Yeah.
brother and his wife were like, oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I heard an interesting theory about those things too, about the ticks and diseases and what the ticks like. Yeah, they um they experimented with putting diseases into ticks to use them in warfare, and
Mhm.
that's how we might have ended up
Mhm.
with some of this stuff, like Lyme.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
so gonna lose my
Yeah, because there was
monetization
a facility
probably.
right
Yeah,
across.
Yeah, all the outbreak of that particular thing by that particular bug is concentrated around areas with people who serve our country.
Moving right along.
Exactly.
Very beautiful indeed, but the men are very ugly.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, so
wow.
I'm not going.
Interesting.
I'm not going to
Well,
Turkey. That's for sure. I'll just
Yep.
stay here.
That's good because I'm not into men. You know.
Okay. I have a lot of useless knowledge, but I didn't realize it was that useless when we start talking about geography. I'm like, wow, I know.
Okay,
Yeah, I love that video too. I know I saw it now that you say it, but it's like, did the brain bring it up before that? No. Oh, yeah. How is everybody doing from that, Andrew, in your community? That's so sad. That is so sad. They had
Wow.
a house fire that almost continued, I think, down the line, like catching other places on fire. And yeah, because I don't think you were here when he was saying that. And they were having to go and get
Oh,
water and throw it on the fire. And
Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh
wow.
man.
Yes,
Oh,
that exactly. The
wow.
limeys. Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
Yes.
sucks.
It does suck. Yeah, he was saying how he was sore and I didn't connect it. And then he was saying they were bringing buckets and buckets.
Fire brigade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fire brigade.
Mm-hmm.
Bucket brigade, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That's true. They know they have to try harder. That's an interesting theory. That's so hilarious. That is so hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I do have to say there was like when I was performing, I was up at my hometown in a smaller, pulp mill town, and there was a couple of guys, and you could go after the show. They were coming up to talk to me, and like I'm, hairdo up, lots of jewels, and they're, hand on the wall, standing beside me, like and you go, I can smell that your clothes have not been changed for 3 days. I can
Wow.
smell these things, and it's like, I don't know why, why you think you have a chance with me right now.
Wow. Yeah.
You go,
Yeah.
I am not going to move to a small pulp mill town up in the north when I live down here on the island. No, no, no. And it was like, wow, you guys you're really bold to think that,
Right.
she looks pretty great. And it's like,
Yeah. Fresh meat comes into the territory, all the wolves come out.
and it's like, couldn't you
Baby.
or clean clothes today? Don't bathe, just put on a clean shirt and clean pants.
Splash
it's
on
like,
some brute, It's like
Fruit, Old Spice, all of them together.
I don't know if that would be much better. I don't know.
That's how my dad did his cologne. I think he did 3 usually.
Wow.
And it was just
my
like,
dad
oh
had the
my
aftershave and then the cologne. So there was
cologne.
2 at least.
2, and it was like, and they're both super powerful. And it's like, oh geez, Dad, tone it down.
Yeah, and I was seeing, I believe it was Turkish architecture, and there's this girl I follow who does a lot of art history, and she was showing the buildings in like classical paintings and then today, and they hadn't really changed that much except for like now, they have electric lights instead of lamps and things like that. And it was amazing. The architecture was just gorgeous. No matter from whom it is. I missed that. I want to make sure there's a history here. Turkish culture, restore and maintain ancient places, no matter from whom it is. I missed that. Everyone. Okay. Oh, 3rd degree. Oh my goodness, on his feet. That poor man. Ow. That was hilarious. Gulf Coast Granny. Oh my goodness. That's right.
Yeah.
Can't blame a guy for trying. That's right. Just
Like, I'm
that's
gonna
probably
leave.
exactly what they
I'm
said.
leaving. I'm gonna leave Victoria. And I'm gonna come up to this little teeny tiny stinky pulp mill town. I'm just gonna, you
Yes.
swept me off my feet.
Yes. I don't want to get manicures ever again. I just nope.
They was leaning up against the wall going, how you doing?
That's right.
Exactly. It was like, I'm thinking, no,
They're like
no.
Joey off Friends.
I'm doing a
Exactly.
shower.
Yeah.
How about when is yours? You're
That's right.
maybe.
You know, I'm in a gown, like, you know, and it's like,
Yeah.
but mind you, you know, I seldom wear gowns now, and I don't have all the fancy nails and whatever.
I
And so it's
know,
like,
like
you know, you
exactly.
go, I don't know, maybe if we went back up there and be like,
Yeah,
you'll do.
yeah. I know, especially if you said, "Well, I've got a farm." Oh, really? What do you
Really?
have
You've
for
got a
animals?
farm. Exactly. How much
How big
property?
of a
You
garden
got
space? Yes. How many acres?
well,
Do you have a barn?
exactly.
You'll do.
I'll
Just use
wash
the
your
soil.
clothes. I'll wash the clothes. It'll
Yes,
be good. It'll be good.
that's right. That's right. Soap can be
Mhm.
bought. After fire.
Mhm. Yeah,
Too hot. We finally
absolutely.
put fire gear on. Wow. I bet that. Oh, that's so scary, Andrew.
Good night. Good night.
And I was watching the.
Oh.
Ooh, underground cities. Ooh. He did say they have very fascinating history there in Turkey.
Mhm. Yeah.
I got the
Okay, you
name
got
of the
that one.
city, but it was a fable, and they found it a few years back. Wow, that's some cool stuff. They found the
Mhm.
underground city. It was a fable, but then they found it. That's really cool. You
That's
got to put
cool.
on enough cologne to make them woozy. Oh yeah, from the fumes. So then you just yes, and they
That's
pass
right.
out. Hey girl,
That's right.
Christians come here every year to visit the last home of Mother Mary. Oh no,
Wow.
what? Are you kidding? I didn't know that. Where have I been?
Mhm.
That sounds like a very cool documentary, DCBs. You can
Uh,
always drop it below one of my videos if you have the link. That sounds really cool. See? Oh, okay. It's called Cappadocia. Cappadocia is the underground Christian city still
Oh,
there today, and it's so fascinating to see it.
cool.
I
Wow.
watched it. I watched a documentary on it. It is.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to write it down with all my other stuff I have to look up.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to cross Ann off the list group. No, okay. Just teasing. Just teasing.
She's good at
Oh,
taking notes but not finding them.
yeah,
So we
exactly.
need
Well, we
note
could just
taker and
we'll make
finder.
a notation next to her note taking.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
put that.
that's right. Just so we know.
Yeah.
She's good
Slightly
at
like
taking notes and
Maureen and
giving us
I.
yeah.
Slightly like
And we're not going on that list at all. No, no, no. Not putting me in charge. Nope. Nope.
Don't look at me.
oh wow.
Oh,
We
cool.
yeah, it is cool. I went to prom with this guy, Theo. He was Greek with that name, Theo.
Mm-hmm.
And I went with him because we used to have this place where like kids underage could go and dance. It was called Weekends. And he could dance. And I was like, I want to go prom with
Mm.
that guy. We went, we had a good time. But like he was Greece, like thick accent, which I didn't
Mm.
realize. I introduced myself actually because I was, bad girl back then. Little bit of
So Anne
baddie.
said
Little baddie. Little
she'll
baddie.
make the notes and Shawnee can put them in order. Put her
There
back
we
on the list.
go. All right, you're
Yeah.
back on the team. Hey, welcome in, Herman. Welcome in.
Herman
Glad to
the
have you.
Great.
Oops,
Going back
that's
here to this one. We're so few fire gear. The whole community came together to help out and put the fire or put
Wow.
out the fight. People of all ages helping put out the fire.
Wow.
People of all ages were helping.
Put out that fire. Wow, Andrew.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, hats
Yeah.
off. Gotta love a community like that though too, that they all pitch together and help
Yeah.
in a time
Yeah.
of need like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people in today's society just would stay inside. I'm like, that's not nope, not my stuff. I don't nope.
They just had a camera out.
Yeah, right. That's true. They just
Yes.
put up their cell. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So I know you already said hello to Herman the Great.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then but your dad and his brothers were all very handsome, even in their 70s.
Yeah, there's some good look. Yeah, Theo was good looking. He was like not. I think he was only like my height, like 5'2". So we were this little petite
Ooh,
couple that went to
ooh,
prom together.
ooh.
Yeah, it was. We were The little 5'2" couple. But yeah, we had a good time dancing. And he rented like this white Trans Am, and he wore all white and I wore pink. We were like, back in the 80s, that was styling. It was fun. But his mom
Pretty
said,
in pink.
yes.
Mm.
Thank you. Yes, sir. I thought I was back then. I loved that dress. I basically went to prom because I just wanted to buy those dresses and wear them. Because I was that deep. I was so deep as a high schooler. I was so deep. It was all about like, ooh, I want to wear that pretty dress. Okay, let me find a date to prom. Gulf Coast is just me thinking Turkish. Ugly. I'm being unfair. Goodbye. Oh, you like blonde men and you ended up with a Turkish man. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe I'll end up going back, and then I'll reserve my flight, go to Turkey.
Yeah, I might as well.
Barry, you and I can go, and we can see if we can, find.
Yes.
Find.
They are. They can be indeed, DC. Indeed.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta pack my bags. Oh,
Pack your bags.
Be a suitcase. Then I need like 5 pet carriers for my cats.
I see. Herman the Great. That's
we got the Greeks, and we got the Turks, the Greeks and the Turks.
Hey, Herman the Great. Then maybe you know the name. Maybe it doesn't have a name, but Theo's mom made this really simple salad, but it was delicious. It was with the beets, the beet greens, garlic, maybe olive oil, and I don't know if she put in some vinegar, but she had it like marinating in the fridge. And when I came to visit one time, she gave me a bowl of it. It was delicious. But I don't know if it had anything else. And I've been trying to like recreate it since I grew up. And I'm like, oh, it just doesn't. No, that's not it. Maybe she added a little sugar or something to it that I'm missing. I'm not sure. But it was delicious. Of course, I smelled like pure garlic afterwards, but I didn't care. Just like all my Mediterranean dishes that I enjoy when I go.
Just taste the garlic.
Yes. Just taste and smell like garlic for a few days.
I love garlic.
Me
Fresh
too.
garlic.
Fire hoses, hauling water, moving things, helping with crazy. Oh, the winds. That's scary. 4 feet. 8. Oh, wow. Yeah. The paint melted. I remember you saying that. That's scary.
Yeah. And so traumatizing for everyone. After the math and it's all said and done, it's still, your adrenaline just must be just going.
No, I think, yeah, that's right. She's South African. Yeah, we're all a little bit, all a mix, a little bit of a mix. Mine's further back, the mixing. Yeah, I remember her talking about South Africa before. Just how you feel as a hubby, same till he met and spoke to Greek people. He now has a different opinion about it all. Oh, nice. I'm getting hold on. This thing is starting. I have like, my earlobe. Like when your earring is not sitting right under.
Yeah.
The ears. Yeah. It was digging into my ear wrong. Not in a good way. But I think I have to write that down what Gulf Coast Granny said, but I don't know how I could recreate that here with my son, unless I do it in a rain barrel. But then would I need an aerator to make like a modified pond? I guess I'm gonna have to make your poo-poo juice until I can find a pond. That's just it.
Thanks, CR, for coming and hanging out with us.
Oh, good night, CR. I totally understand.
Good night, CR.
Create a pond, Carol. That's going to be in the middle of this, all my little notes, and I'm going to be like, Carol, why did you write that?
DC is now leaving us.
Oh, it's that time of night. Thank you,
Thanks
DC,
for hanging out with us.
And you're
oh my gosh, Brenda. Good night, Brenda.
I'm getting very boring. Okay, everyone, I understand. Good night. Much love to you. Thank you. They've had enough of me. But like DC and Duncan were in the morning chat too.
People
Not
grow
that
up
you
being
really have
told to
them.
think one way until they meet those people and realize now is now and not history. Isn't that the
That's
truth?
right. That's
Isn't
right.
that the truth?
I'm gonna have to pop my earrings out.
Yeah, that'll feel better.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad that these fit right
Sleeping.
over my ears because yes, like it can get, and I've got teeny tiny ears. I got itty bitty ears.
I wish
They're
I
really
had
small.
those. I need a little bit smaller ears.
Yeah.
I would have shifted some things around if I got to create myself, but that didn't happen. I didn't have input. I didn't have input on that. All right, can we go back to the drawing though? God. Okay, could I just shift this a little bit and did it get out?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's lots of things that I would change.
Fuck tank. I have a pump ghost.
Filter and then back
filter.
into the pond. I have plants in the bog filter and lots of lava rock.
Oh,
Ah,
you
it's
have that
going
on
over
your.
my.
I need to go onto your channel. I haven't been very good YouTube friend. You have a video of that Gulf Coast, Granny?
And then Andrew said in the early 90s or late 80s, a house fire too passed in the fire being in a small village over the years. I've seen a lot. Some still haunts my mind. Wow.
I'm so sorry, Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it was with my dad living out in the country when he was young, too. Where they didn't, you didn't have the services. It was the community or your family that took care of things. And I think, too, like, kind of going back to that, the way that, you hear about certain areas not getting, like, a response fast enough. Sure, I do. Oh, okay. You're just going to have to take some pictures or something. Take a little video, a little short. Tell us about it.
I'd like to know what a bog filter is.
Andrew. Oh wait, I just realized Gulf Coast Granny is not moderated to do that herself in my. Where am I? Got your co-stream. Where's mine?
You're in your house, sitting on your chair, talking
I'm
on the live. That's
Sorry,
where
guys,
you are.
I was looking
I know
for my
where you
own
are.
channel. I know. I'm not sure where
I'm
I
right
am.
here, over here. You're there. Storms is there. GT's over there.
Right.
I know where you are.
I am subscribed and I've got the darkened bell. What the diddly do?
Yeah, I don't get any of yours every time that you post. I don't get I don't get an email notification from you for those.
Wow.
I've got to go feed the animals now. Okay, thanks, Anne. Have a good night. And while my day has started for everyone. So you have a wonderful day, Anne. Let us know if anything exciting happens and or things that we need to be concerned about. We'd appreciate it.
That's right. Oh yeah, has anything happened? Because you are in tomorrow.
You are in tomorrow already. Was there anything that we should be aware of?
Yeah. Always ask her that. We've got
always ask, just in case.
Just in case.
Because if it's not good, I'm not going. I'm not going to tomorrow. I'm staying put. I'm staying put on the day I'm on.
That's right.
Can't make me.
The sun is still hot, basically. That's all. That is all. Okay. Still hot, and that is all.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
thanks for letting us know.
Yes.
No, exactly.
Still
just letting you know the sun burnt out today. Yes. Oh, so we get no sun today.
Okay. So we're going into total darkness tomorrow. How do we prepare for that oops, it is tomorrow already, but you know what I mean. At least
not for
you. You gotta you got a head start. You could prep for a few hours.
Well, I've got bread to bake, so
I'll be right over.
Everything.
Yeah, that's true. You do have your bread. It's in a few minutes in there. Oh,
I know.
Yeah. So wait, you mean like outside? I'm assuming that you don't have this big thing of water in your house with things living in it. I'm like trying to follow along here, sweet thumb. Okay. So like a rain barrel outside, are we talking? Like
want to live in there. Going to get
It sounds
get a
like
bait
that's
store and
what.
tossing a few minnows.
Yeah,
Hmm.
seems like it might work. Might
So
as
what
well
what
try.
do you mean by everything that you've got growing on in there,
Yeah.
sweet thumb? Because like
See,
my poo-poo juice, like there are some weird
oh,
bugs, and there is the
good.
hoverfly larva is in there, and
Yeah, I
usually see
remember
lots of
seeing.
dead and whatever.
Yeah, seeing
I know. And
them.
my first thought was
What?
like, is that a rat larva? And you go,
What?
Maureen, rats can't have rats. Rats are animals. That's not how they procreate in the water. And you're like, are you
Well,
sure?
you
Because it looks
know,
like a rat larva to me. Pretty gross.
well, they grow really big ones in the sewers in New York. So, I mean, anything is possible, in our brains at least.
Uh,
It
it's
could-
just that was
maybe
just because I was dealing with rats, and so that's just my first
a
rat
rat
larva. No, it's just
rat,
hoverfly larva. So
rat
yes, it's a
larva.
rain barrel, and you've got lots of
Yes.
things growing up in this rain barrel. Hmm.
Mm.
But so in this, it's just you collecting rainwater,
So
but
sweet.
you got a lot of little buggers in there, little bugs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Feeder
you
fish
do.
help.
So he does toss his
Okay.
dead greens in there, and it was juicy larva in there.
Oh,
Ooh.
juicy larva. What does that turn into, sweet thumb?
If fish die,
I don't know.
511.
I don't know, but I'm not tasting of it.
No, I'm wondering though. I'm sure it's probably still really great for your garden and everything. But
Right.
I wonder if you got, because some people that when they make compost tea, they get a bubbler.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they say that that's better, but
Yeah, anaerobic
I
versus
need,
aerobic. But
yeah, as if I need one more thing to do on this
Yeah.
little property.
And then an electricity bill, basically. For
Exactly.
poo-poo
And if I'm
juice.
going to do something like that, I'm
It's
getting
still
a
amazing
flipping
what
hot. I'm getting a hot tub. If I'm going to have
Oh,
something that's, if I have to pay for
yeah.
having
I know.
electricity and water outside, I want a hot tub.
Yep, I know
it's
511.
still amazing
511
what
is
you have
fish emulsion.
accomplished on that land.
Yes, 511 is fish emulsion. So what would the fish emulsion though do for the creepy crawlies? They don't like that? Like live fish, I could see them getting eaten by, but fish juice, I'm trying to figure out the fish juice how that
Or no,
what
it was what was
that
it? It
does
wasn't.
to the larva.
Fish,
It was larva, juicy larva.
Yeah, what that does to the juicy larva. You're just adding
Ooh.
more juice. Oh,
He said
cool.
I'm working on a solar bubbler. That's
Cool.
awesome.
I
Still,
was actually looking at something like that though for feeding my tower water. Not a bubbler, but like for fountains, what they have. A pump. There we go. Carol, thank you. Water pump. Thank you. Thank you for working with me, whatever part of the brain that was. Ding.
this is my friend
Oh,
Carol.
thank you very much. I warned you.
Oh, I'm with you, Carol. Like, you know what? There's only so much. And we're
I thought he
fine.
meant pour it in.
This
and I
is
was
my
like,
friend
Yeah.
Carol. She sometimes speaks English.
sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I speak Carol.
Yeah.
I guess.
And I speak Carol, actually.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yes. I speak Marine and Carol language.
Mm.
I got solar bubbles in my trash can pepper. Oh, that's right. You guys were doing that. I'm gonna come over and see your and GT's like videos on that. Got it. Got it. I'm there now. Thank you for bringing us up to speed. We appreciate it.
Hmm.
Oh, those will work. Will they shoot it up, like the water up enough to water like one of those Dollar Tree, planter things that you put on like a 5-gallon bucket and make that solar? I know this was pause me. Just pause.
I was with you too, Shawnee. I was thinking get 511, but no, it's 511. But it's like, and I'm thinking 511. I thought, is that something you dial? Like, 911 or like there's 811? That's where I was. Thank you. We need a
Right?
translator.
Yes. And
Translator.
she's pointing to herself as a translator, and that's when I remember, oh yes, I was going over into my own side chat to give her a mod, make her a mod, and I totally forgot.
All right, y'all. I have to
Oh,
see y'all another time. I got to finish up here at work.
all right.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Gigi,
hanging
All
out
for
with
right,
us,
y'all
hanging.
have a good
GT. It
one.
was great to see you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Bye.
same to y'all.
Good to see you.
Trust the
Bye.
Good to see
process.
you, DT.
Trust
Trust
it.
the process.
You too, man.
Right. Have a good night or morning. Oh, it's still night over there.
Yeah, it's just early evening. We're
Yeah,
just hitting the
evening.
he's hit 10. He just passed 10 o'clock. So it's still early for him.
Okay. I think I got it. Yeah.
Lots of people saying good night,
Oh, and
TGT.
Mike's
It's
here
early.
again.
That's what Kira always says. It could be 4
What?
o'clock in the morning. It's early.
It's early yet. That's Gears,
Mm.
yep. His catchphrase. He'll be coming in and it's 4 o'clock in the morning and we're still here. And he's like, it's early yet.
Yeah. Mm.
There we go. I think I got Sweet Thumb already had his. Okay. These my friends that are tried and true pretty much. Doesn't mean you have to
Mhm.
do anything with it, but it's so you can drop your link if we ever have an influx of people, God just blesses us in that way, and you want to drop your link because you are the ones who are pretty faithful to come hang out with us.
479 subs. Oh, they love me.
Yay! Good for you, Barry. Barry, not berries. If you want solar power. Oh, wow. Yeah, they probably you get better deals on there. But I was worried, like, how do you send stuff back if it doesn't work?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, it's only 10, 11 p.m. Oh, I would love that time. Like to get off of here and it's like only 12. That would be nice. Like,
It is. It's very nice.
yes, I would love that. But then again, I mean, out there, Malachi would just be in bed now for, about
Mhm.
15 minutes.
Yes.
Get him to bed
Yes.
pretty close to 10 o'clock. And he's still like, woo, it's 6 a.m. Time to get up.
Yeah.
Had to, Mike. You've been coming here for a while. It's the circle of trust. Welcome to the circle of trust.
It's the circle of trust.
What can we hold up? A wrench? Instead of the Simba? A blue wrench. That actually would be hilarious for some. I'm going to have to see if I can get that made.
Oh, wow. A 3D printed one with South Florida Sunshine logo on it, or even
Yes,
the Dirt logo,
that's
Storms,
right.
Radios, and Cats. Yeah,
Just to even pop up. Yeah. And we could
I
show
could
it.
see that.
Yeah, I think it would be cool. Oh my goodness. I am getting tired, but it's like I wanted the time because we're both getting closer. How close are you to your 4 now?
571 as of today.
Woo, you're getting close.
I was
Oh.
570. I was 570 yesterday. So today I gained an hour. So yeah. It's doing pretty good.
Yes, I should. I don't know if I can do it though. I'm not sure. I guess I need to get it into a GIF app. I don't even know how to do that, Mike. I get these lovely ideas, but then I cannot figure out how to accomplish them.
I have that problem too.
Yes. I'm an ideas person. Like
What was
some of the
what was the
ideas,
idea to
it's
make it to make
basically
what
a
a GIF?
little
A GIF.
like a GIF that I can put up when I make somebody a mod, like you've joined the circle of trust, and with your little ditty that you did, like something like that.
Oh.
Right.
But like,
Right, and then you
instead
just
of
throw-
holding up Simba, I'm holding up the blue wrench. Oh,
Well, that would be
Oh.
easy to do.
that big mosquito was back. But like, what do you call it? Like cartoonish. I don't know. I don't know if it would be me. That'd be weird. I was doing really good tonight. Oh, I hate that.
Oh, I got a copyright thing.
Oh, what, for a song?
The content ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. Don't bring it to my attention then.
Yeah, what? Wait.
Don't make me freak out.
It's a copyright infringement, but not strike?
No.
Say it again, Barry. I'm sorry.
The content ID claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. No impact.
So what it means is that particular song is owned by somebody else, and so they have come and said, "Hey, that's our song." So that if you get to monetization, you would not be able to collect money from that particular video because of that song. They would get the money.
Yes. Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah, it came off of the clip champ because I upgraded. I hated doing it. Oh my god, I hated doing it.
Clip
I went ahead and paid for it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted the 4K. Even though my drone only shoots in 2K, I can upgrade it to 4K, as it's being whatever processed.
That's an app, Clip Champ?
So, well, yeah, I guess Windows calls every program you put on your computer an app.
An app now.
Yeah, I think everything is. Yeah,
it comes with Microsoft, so I don't think it'll work on your Apple product. Not going there. I'm just saying,
right?
But it probably won't work. I don't know. It might.
Yeah, it's called cross-streaming, but you don't get the dollars from all the ads they're putting on your channel until you get to the 4,000. Still,
it's now 2 tiers. So tier 1 is 3K. Yeah, 2 tiers. Yeah, and then once you hit the 4K, that's the second tier. Barry, so what I do with mine is I actually go into YouTube and I listen and download a whole bunch of the music from their, what is it called? What do they call it here? Audio library. Yeah. So I go and I download a whole bunch so that I have it. And would you be able to bring it up? Because then that all the music that's in, it's not like, mind you, you're doing a lot of beautiful scenic videos. So scenic. So there would be some really nice sounding, longer pieces of music that you could actually download. And that way, then you're guaranteed it is part of, YouTube. And that way you don't get dinged.
Most of my music, but I just got so freaking, like I lost interest looking for that perfect piece of music in that library of probably over 1,000 pieces of music. It's just their search thing doesn't work from the way my brain's wired, evidently.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Using the filters.
I got lazy and I said, you can go watch it on Barry's channel. I'm going to put it up. There we go. I'm just giving you a clip, but there is the said. Yes.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Is that ever cool?
He's got it. He's got the video. You can go over and see the rest of the footage. But you can go to his channel. And yes,
super cool. Yeah. So
yeah,
you don't have to worry about it as when it's not a strike. So that is the thing. It's just that. But if you are using music, it just means that they're going to claim a percentage of the money.
But you would think though, if I'm paying a subscription to Microsoft to use that editing program, that music would be covered somewhere.
And so there is. So I have the same thing with iMovie. So I can go and dispute it, and sometimes it does get. It gets taken down, that gets taken off.
Right.
But there are some, the thing is that there's some people, you got, here's your song, Fred and his buddies, and it's written by John. And then there's Fred and his buddies, exact same song, but it's written by Cliff. And Cliff is the one, and the one by Fred is in your program. But this one by Cliff comes around. And I don't understand that, where I'll see it's like, this is the exact same song. And there's two different artists that are claiming
Right.
this song. What's up with that? But you can
Exactly.
go ahead and dispute it and just. I know with iMovie we do have it's a thing that's saying I have bought this phone, so I have paid for the license to use the music that's in there, and that they can't ding me. And so sometimes they would take them off. I think most of the time they would take that away. No copyright claim. So you can just go through that process. I don't know if there is something with Microsoft that would have a letter that you can use and just say, yes, this is, I paid for this. So
Right. Yeah, this is weird what Sweet Thumb is talking about.
I
Yeah.
heard there's people that will copyright the first parts of commonly used music to get the monetization temporarily sent to them.
So
I
how
don't
did
think
they
I
do?
understand that.
Yeah. Did they?
First part of
I don't know how they could do that.
Uh,
But then
Yeah.
that might fall in line with what you were saying. Like this person has it and that person has it.
Yeah. But if it's a
Maybe.
pop song, like if it's a popular one, I think you might be allowed to do like 10 seconds of the
Yeah.
song. Is that correct, Barry?
I've heard that too. Yeah, that it is 10
And then there's
seconds.
no
but
it used to be 15. It may be down to 10. I'm
10.
not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I think it's down. I think it was 10 before.
hmm
I
I just got tired of it, and so I mostly use unless I'm doing shorts, because the
Mhm.
shorts I'll do them a lot on my phone as opposed to doing them
Mhm.
on my Mac. And so I'll use the music from the iPhone.
Mm.
But I just mostly get all my music from YouTube, so it's like it's your guys' stuff,
Mm. You mean it's all the YouTube studio? I mean the YouTube music? Sorry.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah, their audio library. So I'll download them
Okay.
onto
Yeah,
my
yeah.
computer and then
Yeah.
just upload it into the thing, and it's like
Smart.
I don't have to worry about anybody saying anything. And I know there was one channel, it was the channel that they've got a lot of kids, and they
Mhm.
went to huge monetization in I think 6 weeks or something like that. They had
Yeah.
10,000 subs and stuff. And they had this little clip at the beginning of it, and it was like, can't be monetized, can't be monetized, can't be monetized, can't be monetized. And so, and they go, we didn't know. And so there was her son trying to go through and,
Oh,
take out all their intros because it had that music
wow.
on it from the app that they were using. And,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Was that the
uh,
1,000 Roots or something family?
no, the
Oh,
Ozark
okay.
family,
Yeah,
family.
they're called the Ozark family, maybe. I wonder if
hmm
they know the other family because there's a bunch of families up there in the Ozarks that kind of live all close together. And
Mm,
one of them the channel was like 1,000 Roots or something, and they have quite a few children. And one of the little girls has bad like alopecia, where she doesn't
oh,
have any hair. Yeah. Really
okay.
cute little girl. But I watched them for a little while in the beginning when I first got on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
It
no,
was
this family started their channel. I don't know if it was just like the beginning of this year, and within 6
Oh,
weeks were monetized, like 10,000
wow.
subs, and yeah, they just bashed right into it.
Wow.
Um, a lot of
But
kids, and
makes me wonder if they are
yeah,
part of that group.
yeah.
Are they real soft spoken to each other by chance? The way they talk to each other in the
Um,
family?
I don't know. I haven't watched. Um, yeah, Ozark Family Homestead is
I'll
the
have to check them
channel.
out. Okay.
Lovely people.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're at 28,000
Wow.
subs now. Oh, I
What is
guess
their
they
content? Just this homesteading, gardening.
homesteading, gardening. A lot of them, like they do a lot. Well, it says how to save money on groceries, Walmart prices, large family getting things done, saving money.
Mm.
Are you lonely? How to save on groceries. There's a lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
Interviewing our 7 children. So they have 7 kids.
Oh
I
my
Wow.
was
God.
subscribed to. Oh no, I am subscribed to them. And
Okay.
390 videos, and I'm just going to see when they
Oh, they're
started.
putting out content too. Yeah.
Oh, so they started March 2023. So, but yeah, they just
Oh,
bashed right through.
yeah.
Yep. And yeah, and it was just such a blessing for them. Very cool.
Yeah, they're hitting on a very hot topic, which is everybody is struggling with those grocery bills.
Yeah.
We were,
Yeah.
and that and down here, it's our insurance. A lot of the Floridians
Right.
are really nervous about hurricane, insurance, homeowners, but it's
Right.
really the hurricanes that drive it up. Let's see, it sounds like people copyright a part of the song and then submit claims on it. I'm just wondering how they can do that. Going to guess in a large room, the loudest one gets heard. Ask me how I know. Ha ha! I don't know how you would know. You don't come off that way to me at all, Golf Course Granny, at all.
Yeah. The cool
But
thing is
no,
in my family, all 5 of us were loud. And then, whoever we married when they moved into the family, they were loud. So it was like, we would just have big, we're all the loud family.
right.
So,
Sweet, I'm following you totally. I'm just not following how people can do that because I remember like rap artists they were sampling from like one of Sting's songs or one of Paul McCartney's songs, and they would find out, and like Sting made, I don't know who it was, but basically he had to pay him a lot of money for like the rest of his life
That
because he
was
sampled.
Ice.
Was it?
That was
Was it Vanilla Ice?
Vanilla
No.
Ice. Yeah,
Was
Vanilla
it?
Ice.
Okay, it was Vanilla Ice
Because he sampled
without permission.
Queen, or no, was it Queen?
Well, no, this one was Sting. Sting was doing it with somebody, and Sting said that person put his kids through college. And then another artist did it, and he said that, I forget like what he said about that one. It might have been
Well,
might have got his permission. Might have got his permission, and then that artist actually did something for the family. I don't know.
I know Vanilla Ice got in a little bit of trouble too. He was using Under Pressure, which was it was
okay.
Queen and David Bowie.
Yeah.
Doom 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 doom.
Yeah.
Doom 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 doom.
Was it Diddy? Oh, I hope not. I don't think it was Diddy. I mean, oh no, it was Diddy. You're right. I think you are right. I didn't think it was about him. Like I'm trying not to watch anything about that. But yeah, I think you're right. It was Diddy. And he's the one who put his kids through college. Yep. Or husband experienced culture shock when he joined this family. It's a good song. Under pressure. Coming down on me. Yeah. No Diddy.
Yeah, the lawyers do eat good.
I bet they do. You were a half-butt music producer. Wow. I know a half-butt music producer since the 90s. That's pretty cool. I've got musicians all around me, and I've lost my voice, and I never had a trained ear. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it all. Not fair.
Hey, I only need somewhere around 300 hours.
For which?
What?
4,000? For 4,000?
I'm at 2,642 public watch hours.
Wow, you're close to your 3,000. We got to get you okay, everybody in the side chat, if you are not subscribed to Barry and you need to go over to Storms Radios and Cats and just subscribe to him, please, and help him and watch his stuff. So we can have another
please.
Yeah. I didn't think you were going to do it though. Do you think you can do it? Like without getting
I don't know.
Well, the thing is that he can get there. He can.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I was going to say, I was chatting with Barry the other day, and it's like, you can go, he can get his, full thing, but he doesn't have to apply for it. He can just continue to build it until it is at a place where it is going to make him some money, where it's like, it's decent, but it's like, why not just go ahead, shoot for the stars and hang out in the stars before you actually go through the the financial process. Weigh those pros and cons when you get there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So what were you going to
idea.
say,
Sorry.
Barry?
Go ahead.
exactly what you just said. You said it better than I did.
Yeah. No, that's it. Yeah.
Better than what
I
it
just,
sounded like in my
yeah.
head.
yeah. Once it, but then I guess you can go and see somebody once it's going to make that money for you. Yeah.
Yes.
You can approach an accountant
Yes.
and see if it's worth taking it in or if
Right.
it's going to offset the other too much.
Right.
But yeah, I found out like with just the entrance into, because I can't do my old job, but because I have not done my old job, which is very old apparently, after I gave it some thought, it was like 21 years ago that I was actually in the classroom getting paid. Like I've done stuff with, the homeschooling community, not got paid. So then my daughter could be involved in something else. But 21 years, oh my goodness, 21 years ago. So you have to be, I think it was working within the last 5 years to get Social Security disability down here, I believe it is. So I would have to take up a job, basically get myself sick at the job, doing the job. And then I could say, I need to apply because I cannot work. But I went back to work to prove that I could not work. But
But that's what I did, Carol.
Oh, did you?
But I also had rent to pay, and and my wife was doing what she could, and I said, okay, even back then it was
rough.
both
Yeah.
We didn't have a kid at the time, so but yeah, I mean it was our first apartment, and yeah, I had to work, but I was still applying, and they kept telling me no, and finally because I did it smart. Social Security wasn't supposed to tell me this. She said, let them deny you a couple times.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The third time, go in with a public attorney, which they get like 16% of what you get from your back pay.
Yeah.
They had put it off so long that I got 40 months worth of back pay.
Wow.
Exactly. It was like 16 grand.
That's the only thing that would help us, because
And he got some of that, of course.
Yeah.
And I was cool with it. I was like, oh, this is fine, because I was hurting myself going to work, and my doctor is like,
right.
Hopefully the judge, I never even had to go to court. Yeah.
Wow. I know.
I never had to go to court because they knew that the stress would cause a flare up. And they said, okay, I'll go in for you. I'll go. And the judges agreed to it. But, it is a long process. But then once you get it, it's like you got guidelines to
I just don't know. Yeah, I just don't know how to. Well, I can't go back to the teaching because it's the daytime thing. But yeah, I would have to take a job, some sort of job, and I don't know how long. Like you have to hold the job to prove that you can't hold a job. Like that sounds so ridiculous, but it's like I don't know. Like government is so weird, and red tape and bureaucracy is just.
Yeah, but I think what pays off is when they make it weird so that you try new and then you give up.
Yes,
but if you keep going,
do it.
knock, 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 knock.
Yeah, that's true. That's so
okay.
true.
So here to answer that question, as of July 2024, individuals can earn up to $1,971 per month and still receive supplemental security income. Couples can generally earn up to $3,000 per month combined before SSI benefits are reduced or revoked.
Okay.
So I have a little cushion there.
Yeah.
1,971.
Yeah.
There's no way you would get that much from YouTube.
No. Oh yeah, no. I'm thinking more.
It's just that you have to turn it in if you do.
Yeah. That would be. Is that the same thing as the SSI for like? I'm
supplemental security income,
Okay. And then what's
So-
the other one? There's two.
social security disability.
Yeah, that's the one that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that which you generally get if you've put in several years worth of work and then became disabled.
Yeah. See, and I put him in that. I just put him in so far. Oh, like never went back to work, and that's not fair to people who do get sick.
I know.
It's like, oh, I didn't apply in time, so
Yeah.
and they're
That's
stuck.
a downside to SSI. There's another downside to that. I think I've told you this, that if there's two people in the household who are on SSI, one of them will take a hit to their checks. You only get a portion of what
And
general
that's
gets.
yeah, we'll only get a portion of it, but it would help to get a portion.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
But because Malachi is from that same pocket for his adoption subsidy, they pull from the same governmental pocket. Yeah, they would reduce whatever I would get until, then he get
He's
well,
18.
yeah, until
Well,
he's 18.
I don't know.
Is
Yeah,
when
once he's 18, he's even though he's autistic, it's still
he'll be on it too,
individual.
but his social security might be lower than what he's getting for adoption subsidy, depending on what the rates are at that time. Oh, here we go. There are people who work harder to not do a job than it would have been to just do the job. You have to work a little bit harder than that. I don't understand that last bit.
Yeah.
There are people who work harder to. Yeah, there are. I'm definitely not one of them. There are people that take advantage of the system. That's for sure.
And that makes it hard for people who do need.
Yes, who do need it for sure.
Mhm.
Because there's no way at 54 I can go back to being an art teacher. And I don't even know, like cashier at Publix, I don't even know if I could stand that long to do like a regular shift, like even a part-time shift as a cashier. It would cause a flare-up of the fibro would go off.
And then, and then you're looking at a minimum wage job. And then now you have to have care for your son. So basically you're working to pay for the care for your son.
Yeah, exactly. That was one of the reasons too, like that we ended up homeschooling with Hannah. It was like it made no sense with how often we were getting sick. Plus they were sending home homework with her in preschool. And it was like, wait a minute, what? We're going to have to get all these specialists in to help her with their homework to do because I'm working too. We're getting sick. Da, da, da. I was like, you know what? What if we homeschool? And then all the doors just seemed to open for it. It was like, yep, that's what it was meant to be because it just didn't make sense because I was working part-time anyway. Yes, it does. And my husband has to deal with that. He's going, yep. Right. Yep, it does.
I think Anne left, didn't she?
Huh?
Anne did leave.
Oh, Anne left back.
Right?
Yeah, she did.
She left a comment on the pond. Said,
already?
A nice mosquito breeding pond, Barry.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I know. I was like, no wonder I didn't see it. It's covered in algae and stuff.
I'll tell you why it's there. It used to be what they called a I just had it.
Like a runoff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for septic system.
I was gonna say, oh no, it's a septic runoff.
I forget what they call them.
I know, I don't drain field. Drain field?
Like there's another word
septic
for
tank?
it. No, I have a septic tank. It's
God, it's not the septic tank that just
lagoon.
Somebody should Google it.
Yeah.
Oh, a lagoon.
Oh, it was a lagoon. Oh, okay. That's not at all what I was thinking. So it's not related to the septic tank.
Not anymore. It's not running to it because it's
it is a drain field, right? Golf course screening. I had the right. Yeah, drain field. Okay. But Sweet Thumb, I do work hard, and I've had people even in my family that I have done that with the government, and it drove me crazy. because they
Mhm.
were using drugs. And yeah, here I am trying to get off drugs that I have to take for my fibro that I've always taken less than because of those family members. Called my pond a slough. Oh, it's a
Mhm.
slough. You just mix it up a little bit with the mixer.
It's a slough.
Yes, and just pump it over your plants.
Mm.
Well,
Mhm.
we are at the 3-hour mark, and I think even
Mhm.
my friend here, Maureen, and I are both ready to go on our.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, 6 a.m. comes early, and if my bread,
Yeah.
we're doing a few things just to improve on the quality of our bread, and so
Oh,
if it's fully um, uh, fermented at 6, I
mhm.
am starting cooking at 6. I'm going to start the fire
Ooh,
up and cook it because I
okay.
don't want it to continue to overproof and stuff. So,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
that 6 o'clock is just like
Yes,
comes
that's rough.
early every
7
day.
7 is rough enough. I can't. Oh my gosh, 1 hour earlier. No, thank you. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
All right, my
So,
friends. Thank you. Oh, Duval, you were still in the bushes. Thank
yeah.
you.
Thanks for hanging
Appreciate
out with
you.
us.
Yes, thank you so much. And please join us over on Marine's channel tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern with Diva in the Dirt. And then Barry, we go over to visit him on Sunday at Storms, Radios, and Cats at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you
Mhm.
guys. Appreciate your friendships and appreciate you always coming to hang out with us.
And
Thank
Thanks
you
so
and
for the
much.
giving us
shout out.
lots to laugh.
Yes, lots of laughs and also some really good input too. It's always like a really
Absolutely.
good brainstorming session.
Mhm.
Always
Yep.
enjoy it. Bye,
Mhm.
everybody. I almost left my
Bye-bye.
studio. Bye.
Bye-bye.